don't want to talk no more, bro.
We're live and they got quiet. There's no more talking on the set. But either way, look, it's Sit and Politic. We're in here. This is a special group we got. This is the NBA playoff breakdown group. There's Deuce Andretti's off camera. I really should shout him out right off the bat, just so you know he's gonna be jumping in whenever following Deuce Andretti. Fuck it up, flip the E and the U on Twitter if you want to find him. Why do you make it so difficult to find you? And he's off camera. No, it's actually more fitting that you're off camera. And then, hey, we got Jay Huncho, Chat Warrior decided to come through today. Yeah. So I'm happy to see him in the flesh. Just know that the invitation has been basically open invitation the entire time.
Yeah.
Just to get ahead of the conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like when our teams were playing in the playoffs, it was open invitation the whole time.
Nowhere to be found, huh?
Yeah, no, he was in Cambodia or something, doing whatever people do over in Cambodia.
Doing a mission.
Man, I'm back. Oh, what's up, man? I'm here right now.
Okay, all right. We're going to get into it. Is there anywhere they can find you? You want them to find you?
They know where to find me.
There it is. Okay, perfect. Fucking end of mystery.
I ain't hard to find.
We're rocking. And then we got, Paul.
Hi.
Let him know. Paul B. Balcom. Paul B. Balcom.
Paul B. Balcom.
Twitter. Go find him.
X.
Go find him for arguments. Crazy arguments online.
Debate.
Hey, and then Kev, go ahead. Plug yourself on here. Well, pause. We'll pause on that. My bad.
Yeah,
look,
pause.
there's nowhere to even find them. He's a mystery. Let's just move on.
Agent for a reason.
Let's just move on from that. It really, like I said, I wanted to glide through this tonight because I did just want to get into it. I did want to get into it. Like, yeah, Jay, you're here finally.
You can see the cam.
He's rocking the Brunson.
You see what's up?
A lot of those shirts got sold over the past. He just bought his, so I mean, fresh. They still have the tag on it. If you're not here,
they were half off when they lost.
Hey. But here's the thing, though. Go back in the archives. Go back in the archives because I was telling you when New York was paying them, I said it was a good decision. Y'all are arguing over how much money got paid. I said, man, that ain't nothing. Yeah, don't look at me crazy, bro. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Go back in the archives.
That's not exactly how the conversation went, but he did say that.
Go back in the archives, bro. Go back in the archives.
Hey, by the way, I want to shout out everybody in the chat. Mikhail Morgan, he said, pack house tonight. Yes, sir. We're definitely vibing. Like I said, people decided to show up after the Pacers downfall. I was sitting here the whole time. Roy T, shout out to you saying, yo. And then Jay Huncho hopped in the chat saying, where y'all at? Literally fucking self-sabotage of us.
Tell Mikhail's dog, I've been a Knicks fan, bro. There's no jersey, man. I've been rocking, bro.
He said, wow.
You've been rocking that, nigga.
He said, wow, Jay got the Knicks jersey now. He said, that's crazy. Never seen him rock. There's a little bit extra flavor, but that is kind of how, like I said, this thing is fresh. I want to be clear.
Bro,
either he ironed it or it's new.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Like I said, he got it off. You might have the Knicks Eastern Conference championship truck off the same truck that the Pacers is
Don't even talk about the Pacers,
going to
bro.
Africa.
Don't even bring
You know
that
what I'm
shit
saying?
up, bro. I told you.
Getting fitted.
I told you. See you in Cancun next week, bro. They packed y'all up, dog.
But y'all didn't do that. That's
what?
the thing. That's why I'm curious about in the chat. Please let me know if a team. We were having the conversation. Our teams were playing. My squad sent his squad home packing,
but
and
they
he's
know why
living
they sent
vicariously
my squad
through. Go ahead. Yeah. Please.
Everybody at this table. Why did the Knicks lose that series against Indiana? Why did the Knicks lose that series?
A big part of it was injuries.
Okay, perfect.
Big part of it. Caveat.
They got outplayed.
The reason I say that.
They got outplayed.
The reason I say that is
outplayed.
Listen,
that's fact. That's literally factually correct.
Injuries. Injuries aided being outplayed.
Just stop right there. Just stop right there. Injuries. Wait, he got a mic? He got a mic?
Deuce. Come on, man. Yeah,
Deuce, why did the Knicks lose the series, bro?
I'll say they had no one healthy.
Okay, so that's the consensus, bro. And y'all want to go off it and say, "Oh, y'all packed up New York,
best
bro."
Player was healthy.
Come
though.
on, dog.
No, you had 4 players.
Jalen Brunson,
4 stars.
Future MVP of the league, was healthy.
Dog.
He has to do it. DiVincenzo, okay, baller, shooting threes. Don't hate him because he's a little fair skinned. You know, Josh Hart was playing his heart out. Josh Hart was giving his best basketball. Josh Hart was giving his best basketball.
Of course.
There's some injuries definitely.
Of course, that's a part of it. By the way, but by the way, like team building and depth and how your team's built. Like I mean, although we got swept, and we're gonna get into that. 3 of those games were competitive without our best player.
I got you.
And it's like you had your best player.
But guess what happened?
You had your best player, and your best player was there on a game 7.
Yeah.
Like, fuck all the bullshit. It was game 7, came down to one game, and you lost.
But that's fine.
And you got packed out.
It's not even
by
about
the Indiana
But it's not
Pacers,
even about
like
that.
always
Your second best player was there the whole series. Siakam was there. Our second best player was not there, and that's OG. Okay. And that's what it can change. That's just all it comes down to, bro.
Hold on, well, listen.
And Julius Randle wasn't there. We had to say Randle wasn't there.
We started the playoffs. We started playoffs without him, so we can't just say, "Oh yeah, Julius Randle." I'm not with that. But we was rocking. If we would have had OG, we would have been in the East.
As a fan, what you can rest on is at least saying, "Hey, listen, with Randle, we're a fucking a title contender." So you going into next season, there's no reason I think as a Knicks fan to want to change the team at all.
Hold on, I got a question,
bro.
Actually, I got a question. Julius Randle for Cat. Who says?
But without Julius Randle, though, like that's a big
Tibbs. Tibbs is gonna say no. I don't say no as a fan because that's what we need. We need someone to give us that scoring, and we need somebody who knows he's the second option.
Perfect.
Yeah,
he knows that he knows he's the second option.
Yeah, he does fit though.
That's a perfect fit.
I'm taking it
because you need a scoring
on both sides.
You need a scoring center.
Yeah, in Minnesota,
it's a fit on both sides.
That really fits Minnesota because they have Rudy.
No, it fits Minnesota because Julius Randle's a dog. And they need one.
I'm saying, but they have Rudy, so they don't lose a 5. Really,
big cat with a pussy, and then fucking Rudy Gobert, the Frenchman.
I mean,
I want to be clear. I'm not the guy off camera. He takes my mic. I don't want people to get confused. First time viewers. Look, first off, you don't do that because Julius Randle, I mean, when the fuck has he really like shown up when you need him? Honestly, he's been passed around the league to this point.
Who's that? Who? Randle? Who you talking about?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If I have Cat, I'm not doing that because he does have the overall talent. Although he's a cornball, that's really the only thing you can really hate on him for.
No, or about this abysmal playoff series.
Bro, but they're in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, and also Anthony Edwards hasn't played great in this finals.
I agree with that.
I want to definitely make sure to get to these comments, but here, go ahead, say, but I need to get the comments.
You got Naz Reid there, right there, who's playing better than Cat right now.
Naz Reid is nice.
So you could literally move Cat, get value back.
Keep flowing, brother.
But I think Naz Reid can fit in there. He fits better with the team. You bring in Julius Randle. It gives you a little more size, play a little more physical. You could bully people a little bit. Right now, you're just seeing you're seeing Daniel Gafford and fucking Derek Lively just fucking bully Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns. It's pretty pathetic. They're literally just lob dunks all day, just on their head top, putting their balls right in their face. Cat had to go ahead and give Derek Lively the back of the head to get him out the game.
Yeah, it's scary out
there. Yeah, it's crazy. Rudy Gobert started COVID. That's just fucking nuts.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah, fucking.
They packed them up. But no,
came in and did it.
I know you're gonna get the comments.
I want to get to the comments real quick, and then I'll pass it back to y'all. So Mikhail said glide through is wild. Yeah, no, definitely. Pause. You know, we're in here. It's a Tuesday. Motherfuckers work hard and come in here and still give you a full pod. We go hard on here, so it's like I might some of my terminology could be confused as double entendres. You know what I'm saying? Pacers, but people love when Wayne did that.
Some spiciness that some of us might like.
People love when Wayne did that shit. Pacers played Boston tough despite the sweep. Yeah, I agree with that. And as a Pacers fan, I was impressed with how tough they played. But I can also be objective where it's like, you know, I was disappointed with how they closed those games out. Like, you know, a lot of those games we really beat ourselves, and at the end of the game gave it away.
But that's growing.
That's growing.
That's growing. Like
here, let me get back to comments now. We'll open up the conversation. We do not need Cat. What the hell? Okay, so on the other end, we're saying fuck no on the whole Cat situation. Randall got the Knicks back on track. That's fair.
Yo, I'm good. So Randall got the Knicks back on track, and I'm all good for that. Hoorah! But he doesn't want to be the second option, and he needs to understand he's not the first option. That's what's fucking shit up. We got the most clutch guy in the league, and you got you got Julius Randle trying to fucking dribble the ball down, take the last shot, and he turns it over or he gets ripped every.
Remind us of the Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Exactly.
Okay. The Cat can't post up Kyrie.
Unless you're Jokic.
We don't need him to post up. We just need to give him something. Like everybody else, we got locked down. We got Hartenstein and we got Mitch back there, so he don't need to play D. We got those anchors on the wing. We straight.
Yep. 07 says, nah, get Randall out of here.
Randall gotta go, bro.
I'm with you on that. Miles Turner was disappointing. Bam? I disagree on that.
I'll take fucking Bam all day, bro.
That's be another conversation.
I'll take Bam.
My hands a little wet. I'm sorry, it's clammy in here. I'm so sorry.
No, Julius Randle. I mean, but the thing is, it's not. Mikhail wants to. He's saying keep Julius Randle. I think it's a fair split. You say I mean, you were saying it's a good move either way for both teams, and then you're saying as the Knicks you would do it, but Thibodeau's not going to do that.
Yeah, Tibbs ain't doing that.
Yeah,
it's because of the culture. Julius is going to go out there and give you all he got. The only problem is I just don't like his attitude.
But
like he has the wrong mentality. Like Jalen Brunson's all about winning. That's you can tell. Like Jalen Brunson, the way how he plays the game, he's all about winning. Randall, last year in the series against Miami, he's literally walking up the court, bro, on offense because he knows like the ball ain't running through him. You can't pout like that in the playoff game. And we need him.
But
we need him, and he's just walking up the court.
You shouldn't blow the team up at all. With Randall, you guys are honestly if your team is
I don't
healthy,
think that's blowing the team up though.
No, they played better when he was out.
I don't think that's considered blowing the team up.
They played better when he was out. They had OG in there. You know what I'm saying? They had because they played better because then they could start DiVincenzo. They could start OG. You know what I'm saying? They could start Hart. And then they could all, you know what I'm saying? And then Julius was out. So then you really just were playing either Mitchell Robinson or whatever the guy is, Hartenstein as the backup, and then you were good. And you had Brunson at the 1. You bring Julius Randle back in. Now you could push one of those 2 3-point shooters to the bench, and they both defend really well. So it's like it's a good trade. Wow. It's a really good trade for Minnesota, man. They need a dog, and they need someone who could take the pressure off of Anthony Edwards because they don't have someone right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And Julius Randle could fit in good there, and they could be a nice transition to when he's ready to take over the team. Then he could do it easy. But right now, he's not ready.
Who's taking over the team? Julius Randle?
No, I'm saying like Julius Randle will run the team now, and then
Ant's running that team, bro.
It's official.
He's not ready yet. You can see he's not ready.
Nah, bro. It's just that they
ran
into
some leadership for sure, though.
They just ran into a better matchup, bro. That's what they're doing.
So here,
like they're getting out X to O right now. So I don't know.
Oh my God.
Chris Finch, I know you got that injury, bro, but like, what's going on? J Kidd's running circles around you right now.
Hey, J Kidd's proving himself though.
So here, Yup07, like I said, he said, nah, get Randall out of here. That's where we left off. Miami lock and bam in like Kev Durag. That's what Yup07 said.
Yeah, but I'll take this bitch off. Well,
I don't want that to happen at all.
We might drown in this. No, but, hey, real quick. Also, I just want to say,
Titus Kev Durag, they're giving that nigga a lifetime contract, bro.
I appreciate everybody in the chat. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notifications, and also I'm going to drop this link right here. If anybody wants to join and just say their 2 cents on whatever topic, that'll be like calling in. You can use the camera or not, but I'm going to drop that in the chat. I just wanted y'all to know what that was before I went ahead and did that. And then also I got a few more comments, and I'll open it back up to everybody. If we can get Randall to just rebound, that would be great. That's Mikhail. We need more of a forward, not a guard, out of Randall. And then Yep says, go get Bridges, please. Prayer hands.
Bridges out. Take that out of there.
And that's 100%. Mikhail, I'm with you on that with Randall being more of a forward than a guard, but he's not going to do that, and that's the problem. He's not going to do that. He's going to want to play the way that he's going to play.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's getting overshadowed, and he don't like that too much with Jalen Brunson. Like the team fucks with Brunson heavy.
I don't like that nigga's game at all, bro.
Who?
Julius Randle. I am not a fan, bro.
They need to draw some plays up for that neighbor cast. You already know what I'm talking about. It's Trav, by the way. Yep, just want to let us know who that is. That's Trav. Just so everybody knows who's been on the pod. Go check him out. I don't remember your handle, or I'd chat you out, but definitely you can hop on here if you'd like. Either way, if you want to keep on going back and forth in the chat, we appreciate it. It's a dope conversation. But yeah, Pacers got swept by the Boston Celtics. Like I said, there was 3 games that was close. Tyrese Halliburton played in, I think, 1. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. 1.5. Okay, all right.
I heard the third quarter of the second game.
Okay, and then he allegedly had been dealing with some injuries in the Knicks series. But to be honest, like I said,
you're not bringing that out.
Well, no. Well, I mean, I'm just giving it context. I think personally, and I already talked to Deuce about this because he hit me up about it. But it's like I was disappointed in that. I mean, I don't know how severe the hamstring is, but it's like I expect you to play at this point until the
you at least got to do the OG, bro. Go out there on one leg, and you got to show me as a fan you can't fucking.
I mean,
move,
and if that means 12 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, it's like this was the playoffs, and this is a situation where I think that we were counted out against the Celtics from the very beginning. Obviously, like people are going in thinking that we were the inferior team, which I think is also fair. I think they're further in their development. That's fair, but I think at that point that was we had this conversation last week. The Pacers had the opportunity to show that they were ahead of their development. essentially. And this is a scenario where we didn't really get to see that tested against a Boston Celtics team. We saw some breaks.
They got some breaks along the way, though.
Can I push back on that?
Not running into Giannis, not running into Dame. They got some breaks.
Play Dame though. They did play Dame.
Well,
like
but at 100% though.
Oh, I mean, okay. Well, I mean, but then like I said, okay. So are we gonna count it or not? You know what I'm saying? I just said the man.
If you are on the court, I ain't trying to hear nothing about an injury. If you're on the court,
nah, bro. Fuck that.
If you're on the court,
you can tell when somebody's different playing.
It's we the playoffs. Every last one of them players is hurt.
Yeah, but I don't think that
I'm not trying to hear it, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think that he was you use that as an excuse. I think he was just like highlighting that. Yeah, apparently he might have been already dealing with it, and that might have been what made it worse. I agree that he could have played through it, but but my pushback for the Pacers would be that you guys played a team that went like 62-20. You guys played them within how many points? I think you guys lost like 3 of these games by like a total of like 6 points or so. So it's like you guys played them that tough without your star. You can say that the team's development is further along than what you expected it to be at this point.
No, I think, but the problem with that is Tyrese being the center point and not being involved in this push. Because some of these players, we can't count on them all to be there long term. I think what we've seen with Nembhard, I think that gives us like some hope with that, and also the fact that Benedict Mathurin wasn't there. So one of those guys being a really strong 6-man is really interesting, or like being able to play with some lineups. He's super nice. Yeah, he's nice. And he's been out for the entire playoffs, since a player that I think that we did genuinely miss in a lot of these series, probably specifically against the Bucks. Honestly, that's why I said I was worried about the Bucks. I thought they might expose that, but also because I was pleasantly surprised by the development of the team, genuinely. Yeah. So I didn't go into the playoffs expecting us necessarily to be an Eastern Conference, be in the Eastern Conference. So, but each time we played the teams, I did expect us to beat the Knicks. That's why I invited you on here every single time. Let me just drop Gates, and I'll pass it to whoever. And I know Deuce, you wanted the mic, so I'll pass it to you as well. Gates Open Media says, "What's up? Sorry I couldn't be there, but soon." Yes, sir. You're always welcome, brother. And just the vibe too. We would love to have you just off to the side, just hanging out and hopping in, dropping your 2 cents, whatever. So you're always invited, brother. There's no time that you would not be able to come on here. I agree with Kevo on that one, because if they win, they will act as if he was not hurt. Yeah, I mean, I'm just disappointed. I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to remember exactly what the point was that
about him
I'm
playing.
Just saying, if you're playing, you're playing.
Deuce, I'll pass it.
If you're playing, you're playing. Everybody's hurt at this point.
So,
but there's some severity to it, bro. You can obviously tell a player who's severely hurt and a player who's out there that
like if we talking about
play through that.
If we talking about like James Harden when he played with the Nets and he's out there hopping on one leg, that's different. But other than that, what are we talking about?
So that's what OG was doing. They put OG in for 5 minutes. He couldn't move.
He didn't play. That's what I'm not counting that.
But we want.
I would have liked to have seen that. I would have liked to have seen that.
That's what I'm saying. As a fan, you want to see that, like, hey, it's not me. I don't give a fuck. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna be out there and I'm at least attempt.
Wrap that thigh.
That's realistic.
Wrap that thigh tight as fuck and try to go out there and play.
I'm at least attempt.
If it tears off the bone again, this is gonna be insensitive as fuck. But this is the reality of being a competitive about being a competitor in sports is. If he let's say he were to play until he like tore out the bone, like that would be devastating for him.
He's got to
for a few months. And then you'll heal. like brother, like you're already taking a few months off. So you know what?
Kobe played with broken fingers.
That's what I'm saying. As a person to person, it's like, yo, fuck you. Why'd you say that? But it's like as a competitor, that is that dog thing that we talk about. Like you play through that shit. You want to be the first person to do it. Now again, I can understand where you sit there and say like, hey, but I can understand if your argument is, hey, listen, me out here on one hamstring is not very helpful for the team, then I can understand that argument. But it's like, as a fan, you almost want to say, hey, try.
He dealt with that hamstring for more than just a series.
Yeah, it's been since before All-Star break.
And that's my thing. So he should have just played with it and tore it off the bone. Fuck it. You're already there.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably tore it already. So
I played high school with a torn AC joint. Fuck.
You know?
Again, that's high school. I mean, that's nothing. But I'm saying we all play through injuries. But
hold on. Can I say
it's kind of crazy, though. It's kind of crazy because with the Pacers, I mean, they beat the Knicks. And let's say, so the Knicks have Jalen Brunson. He got 32 a game. Then you got DiVincenzo at 17. Then you got like OG at 14. Like, I mean, the Knicks that's a pretty good team right there.
It's a good team, but
you just said OG. OG wasn't there, dog. That's what I'm saying.
He was there for the last game.
Can you look up
my bad. But he was there for the last game, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. He showed he was hurt, but at least what you want to see Tyler Burton did. That's what OG did. He literally couldn't walk.
I agree with that. But the thing is he was there. He played, and in the game 7, that's why that series between the Knicks and Pacers, you just poo-pooing that shit like we're the same. It's kind of like, get the fuck out of here. That's crazy.
I'm not poo-pooing. I'm not running from it. I'm just saying OG was not the same player. If he was the same player, we would have won that series. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so let me get this comment real quick because this is a pretty detailed comment. And this is King Cobra, by the way. Go check his channel out. He does a lot of the live streams on there. Some wild live streams, long fucking live streams. I got to salute him for the work ethic. But he's from Indiana, so I want to be clear about this. My boy's from Indiana, so he has a little bit of like a insider. Oh, okay. All right, so he said Ant's got to be more efficient. I don't know, but to me, it seems like his tenacity isn't the same as it was against Denver. But a game series can gas you. I still got the Wolves tonight. Interesting. Okay,
I still got Mavs in 6, man.
That can happen.
And then also said, and please don't ever have Gobert guarding Luka at the top of the key again. God. Yeah, but that made for an amazing
defensive player of the year. We can't
but
have
that's why we know those awards are fake, bro.
Thank you.
We know those awards are fake, bro. That's what I'm saying.
It goes to always the guy with the most blocks.
Yeah,
it's like thank you for being 7'1",
bro.
Like thank you.
He ain't no defensive year, bro.
It should have been Wemby.
What was that?
Yes. Yeah. I'm sorry for yelling.
But that's always.
Sorry for yelling.
But they always do that with awards, bro. They always do that shit with awards.
I forgot it. All centers and power forwards.
Yeah, see,
there was one power forward. It was 4 centers on the first team defense.
Who was it though?
It was Rudy Gobert, Wemby, Anthony Davis, Herb Jones,
and Bam.
Which the most skilled position right now is arguably shooting guard.
Bam was second. I don't even know who the
small forward wing.
Are there 3 teams?
How are there no guards?
Bam made first team, bro.
Like how are there no guards?
Maybe but it's 4 centers and 1 power forward. And then the second team was all guards. It just didn't make sense.
Real quick,
those lists are literally fucking jokes at this point.
Yeah, it's.
You had Anthony Davis who averaged 26 and 15. And didn't make a first team All NBA.
The thing is, they need to come up with a committee like the NCAA. Like they got to get with well trusted people that they know that can give you that fact that keeps it real. We can't do it as fans because you're gonna get the bias.
Who?
I don't know what's your credentials, but I'm just saying. But get
nobody.
You get somebody like let's say.
By the way, here Gates Open says got to be out there like Willis Reed.
Yeah,
that's a deep pool.
Bring it back, bro.
That's a deep pool. And Key Cobra said, right.
I'm saying, like you bring a couple players to the panel, bro. You put like LeBron on the panel. You put players that you respect, the MVP on the panel, to know like, hey, who deserves it and who not.
Yes, take it the fuck away from
the media. It's the bias, bro. Like, come on, bro.
So it should be a player vote.
Yeah,
yes,
can we do that?
Please tell me. Please,
do we not think players have bias too?
They can be, but they're gonna be more honest because they were saying like when people were trying to shit on Melo, everybody was like, "Yo, Melo's the hardest guard I ever had to play against." Like Melo used to give people buckets. Like he's underrated. They tell you who's underrated for not rated. Are they gonna
give Melo a first team this year when he don't deserve it because of that? But that's all I'm saying.
But if you're going, obviously, if the stats go crazy, maybe all right. So maybe you take all right.
There's got to be some type of balance.
Okay.
You know what
how about this? You pick the top 5 that you think is in the MVP race, and then you make the players vote out of that top 5.
That or because listen, I have a real problem with this. LeBron, we all know should have won more MVPs, or at least years where he should have won it. But you know damn well there are people there that would not vote for him strictly because they are anti-LeBron.
He did miss his unanimous off one person.
The what?
The unanimous MVP.
Yeah,
one person.
And how many of these media members that have these votes are old school reporters who are obviously Michael Jordan fans? Obviously Michael Jordan fans.
I'll be real.
Who will do anything opposite LeBron. You know that.
A lot of these reporters are glazing LeBron. They've been glazing him since he came in the league.
A lot, but not all of them.
They've been glazing that nigga since he came in the league.
I know a lot of people that they
MVP award,
they would never give
MVP
LeBron
of the league award should be based off how many players of the game that you won. So if you don't have a certain amount of like MVPs of a game, then you shouldn't even be eligible for MVP award because you see it's just goofy shit. Like if you're not winning player of the game, like 60 of the games out of the 82 you play.
Have you won player of the month this year at all?
They can bring that 2K stats, bro.
Nah, fuck player of the month. Because player of the month is voted on by reporters. You need players of the games. Like motherfuckers who are literally winning the game for their team and it goes out, if you don't have 60 of them fuckers, you shouldn't be
a Twitter poll. We got it. That's real. That's as real as it gets.
They talk about my player stats. That's nuts.
Player of the game.
Yeah. Player of the month. You have to have at least 6 to prestige. Hey, fuck you, motherfucker. It's my mic now, bitch.
No, they do the key player of the game for every NBA game, bro. That's what I'm saying. So if you're not winning that shit 60 or the 82 games you play, how the fuck are you eligible for MVP?
How are you the most
you're
valuable?
On a team? No, because if you're on a team, right? And I'm not shitting on Brunson, but Brunson during the regular season, how much was he averaging? Like 21 or something like that?
Come on, bro. Put some respect on that.
Brother, I'm just saying. He probably was averaging around 21.
Come on, 21.
What was it? What was it, bro? I'm asking.
What the fuck you talking about, dog?
That's wild.
I'm asking. The playoffs is 32. I gave him his respect.
No, he was like 27, 28. I think it was 28.4, but I could be wrong. It could be 27.
Okay. But what I'm saying is he probably has the best supporting cast.
Huh? You had the 0.4. I'm trusting that.
I think it was 28.4, bro.
Damn.
I think so. 28.4.
What
was it?
That?
28.7.
Oh!
Nothing you say, I can believe. You are so wrong.
Yeah, bro.
No. You lying sack.
Nah.
But yeah, no. So that's fire. But what I'm saying is I was just thinking about roster because
nigga, that's a whole 7 points, bro. That's a whole fucking touchdown.
No, that's fire.
21
that's not
points,
shitting on him.
What the fuck?
But that wasn't the point, though. What my point was is like I know he has probably 4 or 5 players.
21.
He probably has 4 or 5 players on his team that are scoring double digits and getting at least 4 or 5 rebounds and like 2 or 3 assists. What I'm saying, supporting cast wise. So he probably has less key player of the games because you might have Josh Hart that might go off for 3 or 4 games.
Dog, do you work for Kia? Hold on. Does that work for Kia, bro?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm trying to get.
I want to say this. I have a point. I want to respond to a point you made earlier about DiVincenzo bringing up the points.
Denzel's the MVP. I just want to say that.
I mean, facts.
Yeah, it's facts.
I mean, we talk about they got a roster, bro. DiVincenzo obviously overplayed, right? Like we're not. If DiVincenzo does this again in the next playoff series, we're gonna be a little surprised, bro. Like he overplayed.
Yeah.
Unless we think he's that nice, a guy that's bounced around the league.
Man.
Go ahead on like
I think comfortability and chemistry plays a role.
Yeah, bro.
I think comfortability and chemistry plays a major role.
We gotta get to comments,
being respected though.
So here's
go ahead and respond. We gotta get to the comments.
No, I agree with you. The level that he played on, he could have definitely been one of the most improved players. He was one of the most improved players in the league. Can't say that he was going to win the war, but he was definitely.
I'm not even talking about the playoffs of 60.
The whole season,
I'm
bro.
talking about that series specifically.
Bro, he shot like third most 3-pointers in the season, bro. Like he was sniping for real.
Doing that?
Yeah, no, but DiVincenzo been sniping for real. But I do think that when you get the opportunity to play minutes, it's different. You got to get in that rhythm. When you're only playing 18 to 20 minutes a night, dog, it's hard to get in that flow. But now you're playing over 30-something minutes a night, dog. It's bound to go down, bro. You get more shot opportunities.
And your point guard believes in you.
All right, let's get to the comments real quick, brothers. I love it, and I'm going to pass it back to y'all. But King Cobra said they put Caruso on the second all-defense team. What?
Bro, he's a fucking baller.
Hold on. Well, they said Dude's the best perimeter defender I've seen in a long ass time.
Oh, Caruso?
Yeah. So I think it was in the positive. I don't know.
He might have assumed the opposite on first.
I did it first. I was say, leave him alone.
Oh, got turned up quick.
Did Jaden McDaniels make all NBA defensive teams? I know Jalen Suggs did.
Yeah.
Where was LeBron, bro?
We can check that.
He stopped playing defense years ago.
Yup said
years ago.
Which is Trav says the NBPA. Yeah, the Players Association. So this is probably around the voting situation. I agree for players to vote. And you think just all players should vote? I don't know if we've opened that up, and we can get into that.
Everybody but the Nationals.
Top 50.
Yeah, you guys might have
everybody but the
there.
Nationals. You guys know about
How about this? You take everybody who won the All-Star game gets to vote because definitely you have to be one of the best players in the league if you're making an All-Star team. So that's who gets to vote.
Maybe or maybe a team puts one player up.
So
like,
how
every
about
team
coaches?
has one player
How about
up.
coaches? No coaches?
Huh?
What about coaches? Same thing? Bias?
Here, hold on. I just want to finish these comments. I'll hand it to you here, just because one of these comments is to you.
Oh, coach would have a bitterness towards a player.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a great point.
Jaden Brooks busts my ass every day. That nigga's not getting on the first team, kid. You know what I mean? Like,
by the way, King Cobra says Giannis is the most dominant player in the game right now. Yeah, we could save that because that's something we might get into in a bigger.
I mean, I don't like the way you question
Luka Doncic.
I think that's really interesting.
It's hard not to say Luka.
No, but when you say dominant, it's different, dog. What he's able to do. Like when you think about
like the Shaq
dominant,
conversation.
exactly. That's when you think about dominant. Like, hey, there's nobody can put on him when he wants to. When he gets to the rack, he can get to the rack, and he's doing it with authority. That is dominating.
I've seen
fashion.
Bam shut him down. But.
Now, I would actually let's hold it. Let's hold that. Let's hold that because then after we get through this playoff conversation, that might be a bonus thing we want to actually because that's a really interesting thought. King Cobra, I appreciate you bringing that up, brother, for real. You help produce the show on the fly. And then we have Yup, which is Trav. I want to get to this comment. I'll pass it to you, Deuce. He said, "Is that Notre Dame back there speaking?" He literally has a Notre Dame sweater on right now. You fucking tried his life.
Hey, congratulations, Notre Dame lacrosse.
Yeah, give a big shout to it.
The twin brothers on that team are really good.
He also says, if it is, we don't trust his views.
Yo.
Catholics.
Trav, what you is a Georgia
fucking
fan or a
Buckner.
Florida State fan?
He's a Florida State, bro. You remember we got into the last time we was talking all that shit. And what happened to him? They got packed up too, bro.
No, but what you mean? Y'all got left off the playoffs because they thought y'all whole team was a bunch of scrubs, brother. What are we saying? And I advocated for y'all to get in, but
it's not even that it's a bunch of scrubs. Again,
ain't no love
injuries. I'm on the same thing. There's no way. There's no way Florida State is going to play against one of the top 4 teams in the game, be competitive.
Yeah, that would
especially after we get to see him against Louisville. Like that quarterback was doing Washington.
But do y'all think they still should have been able to go to that game, or they should have been? You're happy that.
No, he said they
as a Florida State fan, they made the right decision, bro. Like we would have got either way, either day we would have got rolled. Either way we got rolled.
Alabama lost.
Oh yeah,
we lost in overtime on the last play. It should have been overtime. It was the last play of the game.
They kept you in the game with fucking penalties.
Tight.
Anyways, listen. I feel bad for DJ Ukulele being your guys' quarterback.
I do want to say real quick, hey, this is an important thing to know.
He's gonna go crazy
because we've been podding for a little bit, really. Before the cameras were on, we were going hard. This is a great conversation that we've been having today. I do just want to say, Deuce Andretti was right. They have the #1 recruiting class.
Yeah, and he's also right when he says right now. He says right now.
All right. You were right.
I didn't believe that.
I apologize.
He said it, and it's
I'm sorry for
factual.
thinking you were wrong. I apologize,
bro.
That broke clock be right twice a day.
Where Florida State on that list?
That is true.
Right now.
Where Florida State on that list?
I don't know recruiting yet.
Who smoke y'all, bro?
Bro, y'all don't want that shit. Y'all jumped off the schedule long ago.
Oh, damn. Florida State's only down.
Fuck. Yeah, Florida State's
49th. Oh my God.
Hey, I can't wait till we see y'all.
Mike Norvell not quitting culture.
Ain't y'all in the ACC?
I will say I was very ashamed.
Dog,
where's Alabama? Like
straight,
6,
bro.
How come we play ACC teams?
Ninth.
We don't ever play y'all. What's that about?
Auburn's trying to buy everything.
Honestly,
right
it probably comes down to the money, dog, and the sites. To be real, like when it comes to these scheduling games, that's what it be.
Can you guys upgrade that?
We don't got money problems, brother.
I just want to say. So Notre Dame, just to give context to the conversation, and I want to make sure viewers see this, but they do have way more recruits than everybody else. They have like 22 people locked in. Ohio State in comparison 12.
They got 5 stars.
USC 12. LSU 11.
What about the U?
Alabama 10.
We'll probably wait on that.
Florida State 4. So it's like I think their grade is inflated by the fact that they have 22 fucking.
Do they even have 5 stars yet for this class? Because I know sometimes they wait until the senior year.
No, they have.
Oh, they do.
Stars.
Okay.
We don't have 5 stars.
Damn.
We get 4 stars.
No, I'm not really. I'm joking about Florida State, but I do think that stadium needs to be updated.
And we buy a couple players too.
Yeah, but no, DJ's gonna ball out in the system, dog. Hey, sometimes you gotta get out. You gotta get out, bro. In Oregon, he played well. He would have
Oregon State.
Yeah, he would have stayed another year, but the coach left, so I don't blame him. He's gonna come to Florida State. Trust me,
he wasn't gonna play.
He looked really bad in the spring game.
Bro, it's spring.
But I understand.
They had a freshman that was going to start
drafted by the Jets. Did he undershot? Yeah, you might have got drafted by the Jets.
He was drafted, I think, like 5th.
Got drafted. Yeah, I think it was later though, like later? 6. Yeah. Yeah, but he's on the Jets.
It might be ugly for Florida State this year. Let's be real, but it's all right. It's a build year.
Nah, bro, they'll go.
Offense actually might be decent. You got some receivers, but I don't know who's going to throw.
10-2 get you in the playoffs. Top 12.
No, the fuck it don't.
Yes, it does.
They were just undefeated last year. They're not going to get in 10-2
on the PlayStation.
It's top 12.
No, they'll get
in. It's the four championships, Clemson, and then you got the bottom championships, and then there's a couple of at large. So
no, they'll get
NC State.
Of course they'll get in.
You know what I mean? Because
who wins the ACC?
Hey, but
Clemson.
How?
NC State or Louisville,
Clemson's
bro.
trash.
Clemson's
Trash.
And to bring it back though, the same reason that
Trash,
the Pacers beat you guys
Don't-
is the same reason.
Dabo's a
I'm not
national
gonna say the
championship
reason,
coach,
but the reason
bro.
was so
Stop the
quick.
bullshit.
Where were they
What?
last year?
How you
They
think,
beat us last
you think
year.
so you think if Halliburton was healthy that they wouldn't have got the sweep?
No, I don't think they would have got. I don't think they would have got to sleep if Halliburton was there. I think they would have won a game. Maybe just look at the games when he wasn't
It
there.
would have went 6.
Look at the games that he wasn't there and those competitors. Now you got a guy who can.
But we talked about that. Shit happens, bro. When players sometimes they out, the next person stays up, dog. What was your backup point guard name? Yeah, them motherfuckers turned into MJ.
That white boy
hitting fucking everything, dog.
was good.
I mean, but he wasn't playing that crazy. Really, it was a team effort.
No, I'm talking about
really
Nimhard. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Nimhard. That's how stars are born, bro. You get to see like what you really got, bro.
Yeah.
You can see like
That's how Jalen Brunson was born.
exactly when
Fair
Luka
enough.
went out.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, and then I'll pass it back. I'm curious, so you can just go ahead and let me know how you feel about it, and just try to shit on the accomplishments. You know what I'm saying,
Bro, they packed you up. Thought motherfucker, hey, they should have had a U-Haul jerseys out there for y'all.
impressed at all?
You guys only beat injured teams.
They should have
weren't
came out
impressed at all
there.
by
They
the-
should
by
have
the
came out
performance?
there with the Pacers.
Yeah.
Win the series.
the series.
Yeah, I thought they had game 1 for sure, and I was actually shocked.
And then they fumbled 10 seconds.
And they fumbled that shit.
10
Like
seconds,
that's a
bro.
game that should be locked up.
But that's
why I was-
learning,
I
though.
was
You got to
like, damn.
learn. That's learning. They're young. That's
Agreed.
learning. I'll give it to you.
Okay, so I mean, I think
I'm
it might be,
impressed.
aside from just you getting the retribution for the fact that we literally beat your team, which is cool. I get that. Like I said, I get that. So it's like now you're having your moment, but because it's
Bro.
like because a week ago wasn't your moment when we played. Like literally, our teams
next
played.
year, Boston's gonna have the alternative jerseys.
Bro, wouldn't even come on the
straight
fucking-
U-Haul.
Oh, you know what?
Yellow.
You know
He
what?
wouldn't even come on the pod.
Yeah,
He wouldn't even
real
come
quick.
on the pod.
May
Bro. He literally
28th,
decided to go to
May
Vietnam.
28th,
Random.
2024. I want to
Catch a
hear it
flight.
now. Who do you think has a better season next season?
Yeah,
Knicks or Pacers? Let's put $20 on it.
I mean, it all depends on what's going
Let's go.
on. They may lose Pascal.
Come on.
That's a
Who
big
goes further in
difference.
the
Who knows?
playoffs? Say it
They're
right
not
now.
that
Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Maybe.
Put $20 on it. It's measly.
It's not going to be a completely different team, but do you feel confident in the team you have right now? You know you're going to have Brunson, 100%.
With the Knicks, yeah.
All right.
well,
But I'm
let's
saying we
say
gotta
it.
see what they do
All right.
trade
Well,
wise.
we all
We might
saw
be in
it.
the
We
trade
saw it
market,
here
but
first.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, brother. All right.
Damn,
I'm
I
gonna have
love
to
it.
get-
I
I'm gonna have to
love
get
it.
Ghost and get out
We
of
need
here.
to start like they're marking down all
Don't
the
do
bets
it like
we
his
made on the
homeboy with the
show.
artwork.
Because we made a few lately.
Brother. No, I feel confident about that too. I mean, what are the stipulations? Go farther in the playoffs?
Whatever you want to rock it, bro.
You want
I'm
best
confident.
record?
I think
You want best
further
record?
farther in the playoffs.
Hey, I'm confident, fully healthy, and the Pacers fully healthy. The Knicks would win that
Oh,
series.
fuck.
That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
but what if we're not fully healthy? Then?
We gotta look up. I mean, it's
Is
whatever.
the
I
bet
mean,
null and void? Come on.
You can make bets
That's always
with
the case.
nah, bro, we ain't doing that.
As a
It is what
consensus, is it
dog.
furthest in the
That's always
playoffs
the
or best
case,
record?
though. For me, I'm willing to say,
No, it's
regardless.
further in the playoffs, bro.
Furthest in the
Fuck
playoffs,
the best
right.
record,
Okay,
bro. That
okay,
shit
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I
You
feel
got a
like-
I just
5
wanted
seed.
an answer.
You got a 5 seed in Dallas that might advance through the shit. That regular season shit don't mean nothing. You just
Don't
gotta
mean
get to
nothing.
the dance. You
Don't
gotta
mean
get to the
nothing.
dance.
Don't mean
So,
And they knocked out the
I got
number
my
1
big
seed.
question.
Number one.
And they knocked out the
You can
number
read
1
some comments
seed.
you can go to.
yeah, and then I'll pass it to you, Kev, so you can ask your question. So Trav said he sat behind Steph last season. He learned from the best. He saw the game. He saw from a game from a different POV. I'm assuming that's what you're
Yeah, I
talking
think
Yeah, he's talking about
Yeah.
DiVincenzo.
And then we would have got cooked. LOL. I'm not. I
Florida
guess against.
State. That's
Oh,
Florida
okay,
State.
gotcha. Yeah, because we did start talking about some college.
Yeah, we were driving down the road. We missed
Why
our
are-
exit, and then we kind of went to college football land.
No, but
came
I
back.
like that because
That's
we get
what
into some
did.
interesting
It was
things,
great.
and there were some interesting things I'd like to get back into with that. But Mikhail says, "Why are kids still going to Notre Dame?" So that's the direct question for you,
God
Deuce. I don't
damn.
know if you could speak to that.
Parents love it.
Well, here I'm going to go right back to that, and I'll let you go ahead. That's why
nice.
Jimbo left because of the stadium, and then you can respond to the Notre Dame thing, but then let Kev get in.
No.
It's
don't
'cause
even
Notre
know.
Dame. It's the biggest brand in college football.
All right. Good night.
Biggest brand in college football. Biggest brand in the world.
When it was 1942 or
And they're the
1988.
only
Brother,
team on,
come
and they're
on,
the only
bro.
team on
the difference
television.
between the rest of these
Exactly.
teams, these peon teams at this table here, is that Notre Dame is a world brand. Yeah,
What?
Yeah,
we
look at
have our own
Alabama. What?
we have our own TV contract. We don't get a contract
Nobody
through a
watches them
conference
shits,
like
bro.
Alabama and
Nobody
Florida
watches them
State.
shits, dog.
And you know what's funny? If we would have had our starting quarterback get hurt, they wouldn't have left Notre Dame out of the fucking playoffs.
Yes, they would have.
No, they wouldn't, because we're the biggest fucking brand in college football, and they know
Your
everybody
starting
would
quarterback
watch.
was trash.
Our starting quarterback
Free
could be
pass.
Sam
trash,
Hartman was awful.
Super
and they
free
still
pass.
were going to try to put us
So
in
your
the
backup
playoffs.
would have been dog shit.
No, our backup is actually way better.
That's okay.
Well, all right, so
what you had to say, brother?
I was gonna say we know this man got the.
By the way, last comment because then we can clear it up. Yeah, can't wait to watch you play BYU.
Thank you. Yo, that schedule's cupcake.
No, brother, so we got it to Kev. I'll give it back to you.
Here we go. Let's spit the schedule.
Because here's the thing.
Army, Navy.
Here's the thing. On this exact podcast.
Air Force. Oh my God.
On this exact podcast, we already went through the schedule.
Maryland. Holy fuck.
We already went through the schedule situation. Run the tape.
No, you said things, but we never looked it up.
No, we did look it up.
Run the fucking tape. Right. They got the hardest.
Run the fucking tape.
They got the hardest strength to schedule.
Yeah.
When?
Yeah.
For what year?
For what year? It's the first year we don't have a top 10 schedule, brother.
When they make it, though, it's before the season.
Bullshit. What year?
We fucking looked it up.
We can look it up. What year?
We fucking looked it up.
What year?
Look, emotional because he's looking stupid.
No, what year? I'm asking what year.
I don't remember what the year was.
What year was it?
But it was
last year. This year.
We pulled it up.
Is it preseason rankings?
That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Preseason. That's the same thing I said, bro.
Okay,
but I'm just telling you, he's right.
But then,
like his number one recruiting class.
Once the reporters can't get once the reporters got to get the dick out their mouth and they actually have to play the season, and then the ESPN says strength of schedule ranking at the end of the year, they're in the 30s.
No Diddy. No Diddy.
Oh goddamn!
Dropping no Diddy.
Proximity.
Sorry, guys.
Push, brother.
Drop it.
And it's only, and he's upset because preseason rankings, that's what they base the whole fucking rankings of the teams is based off the fucking schedules and the preseason ranking of the schedules too. That's what they base your fucking record on where you start out. That's why Alabama's always number one because they're in the SEC. Are
we always number one?
And you have the best
because Ohio State's usually number one, and then we end number one.
Oh my fucking God!
We get to number one. Where are we right now?
Always number one.
Where are we
Come
right
on,
now,
man? Why the fuck are you talking bullshit?
I do.
Ohio State hasn't been ranked preseason number one in fucking 20 years,
Look up the top 25 right now.
But listen, real question.
This year, when fucking Nick Saban retired.
He's been remembering. I would definitely not remember.
I remember because we saw this man get the Eastern Conference Finals, bringing it back to the NBA. Who's better?
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, because that's where I was at before.
You got.
Y'all rated left turn, but listen, Jaylen Brown.
Well, that was the chat. To be fair,
Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum? Who we going with?
Jason Tatum.
Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum?
Jaylen Brown's been playing. We just saw this last week, and we made us look stupid.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
It was like real bad.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Can we keep saying Jason Tatum is the best player on this team?
This guy was saying something.
We are about to find a lot about Boston.
Because fuck that guy.
We're going to find out a lot about Boston in his future here in this finals.
Sure.
Because if both them players can't produce, or if Jaylen Brown's still playing like this, and Tatum played well in this Indiana series, I'm not going to say that. You know, he's been playing a lot better after probably that Cleveland season. After like 2 games, whatever, he started getting to a better rhythm. He started playing better. But if he doesn't produce, there's going to be some problems. There has to be. Somebody has to get traded.
I
feel like this is a conversation we've had for like 3 years, though.
But now you're in the finals again.
Yeah,
and you're not against, like, when you see the Nuggets.
You already paid him, right?
When you see the you played Jaylen Brown. You haven't paid Tatum yet. He's going to be up for
Tatum's 26.
But when you're up against when you're up against Denver, you can say, hey, they're building the dynasty. They had Jokic, they had the MVP, 3-time MVP.
Yeah, it's wide open.
Exactly.
Yeah,
they have to take it because then win.
And mind you, Luka's younger than Jason Tatum.
How old is Giannis?
By the way, Roy T says Jaylen. Just what you said. Jaylen Brown made me feel stupid. Still, but then he says still rather Tatum.
Yeah,
so I think I'm with
you, Roy.
Yeah, you
made me look bad.
Connection right there.
Made me look so dumb.
Yo, and Tatum's good, but the problem that we get caught up with is his potential. Like when we can see it out of him, he can be great, but he has to show us. Until then, I can't go that way. Jaylen Brown has actually shown us right now, like, hey, I can really play in these moments.
But do you have to move off of one, even if they don't perform? Because what are you going to get back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a better
$346 million you're going to get back.
But what player? Like honestly,
want to compete though.
Yeah, like honestly, it's
you get a lot for Jason Tatum.
But here's the thing: you already put Jaylen Brown on the blocks, bro. Like, let's not act like 2 years ago they didn't put him on the block for KD. Like, so if something happens, they're gonna dangle something out again. Like again,
how old's Jaylen Brown?
Who you think's a better two-way player?
Tatum.
But that's what we're discussing.
Yeah,
we don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Tatum gives you better defense.
We don't know. That's
because some people when they talk about players, they only think about the offensive side. So I'm asking, who do you think's a better two-way player?
Tatum. And again, like
Tatum's a better defender.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, 100%.
Man,
I would highly disagree.
I think he's a better defender than Brown. Than Jay.
Got 27.
So Tatum's 26, Jaylen Brown's 27. I don't see any reason to move on from either one. I think it's a better conversation than it is a reality. Like the conversation sounds great, and we can I think about it because you always think about, hey, it hasn't worked yet. What do you change?
That last week,
I did,
possibly. But then when you see it in action, it is kind of like
it's honestly just one of those things where it's like, okay, well, it hasn't worked yet.
I thought you're blowing it up for the sake of blowing it up. You're like,
no, I honestly didn't realize. I thought Tatum, and this is to my own ignorance for some reason, I thought he was a little older. When I saw him when he was 26, I was like, oh, I thought he was 28, 29. Because again, he's been around for what 8 years now?
I'm surprised he hasn't
9 years.
He's already gotten a big contract.
Yeah, he already got one.
Yeah,
so another one.
Yeah.
So seeing their age, it's like why like they're not even in their athletic prime. Like they still have a few years. Like 29, 30 is when I think they'll be the best basketball. You're going to get smarter basketball, better basketball by these two.
Yeah, but a decision has to be made. Either a coach has to come in and say, hey, you got to be the clear number one, but they both can't be playing the way that they're playing now if they don't win it.
Mikhail
That's
says,
what I'm saying. If they don't win it, one has to be over
Go ahead. Mikhail says neither one is that great. I agree. And then he says on defense, that is. I don't agree with that. I think with Jason Tatum, it just seems like a situation where
he tries.
His game is smooth, bro. That's what it is. His game is lovely. It looks beautiful.
100%. But I mean,
he just takes a lot of hard shots, though.
So do you think that he's not a top 10 player?
That's fair.
No, I would not say that. He's a top 10 player.
Okay, he is. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that player, you can't play with that.
But that's the part of the game that will get better with age.
He's a top 10 player. So who's the top 10 players in the league right now?
We got to go through them. Wow.
No, it don't even have to be in order. I want to hear the top 10 player.
We got Joker. We got Luka.
So the consensus is you're all taking Jason Tatum.
We going is Steph still?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. I'm looking at these playoffs right now, and this man's more consistent.
Defense matters.
You put Anthony Edwards. Is Anthony Edwards in that top 10 now?
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Where we're at, because somebody's gonna be left out of this.
But Tatum.
One thing with Tatum, I don't want to overlook here is how reliable he's been. I mean, the dude plays like at least 60 games a year. Consistently, the team's great in the regular season and in the postseason. They've been a factor in the postseason the last 3 years or so, whether going to the finals or being in the Eastern Conference.
But it all comes down to winning at the end of the day. And if you show up small in big moments, then we can't take you here.
Even LeBron only won 4 times in his entire career. So it's like I think we have to be realistic with our expectations.
No, we're not talking about winning.
He's getting you there.
We're not talking about winning. We're talking about when we get there, the expectation that you have as a superstar player to perform,
to show up,
and you're not performing.
Okay, and the same thing can be applied. Let's even use it with the most special player in the NBA right now, LeBron. Like against the Mavs, he showed up small. And by the way, and he's 26. But hold up, and I don't really. Well, here, this one thing I want to say. When you said he's 26. We confirmed that with Jason Tatum. He's still younger than LeBron or Michael Jordan before they won a championship.
Right.
Who won it at 27. So I think we're being a little tough on him. I think we see the game. Yes, we see even the progression in the playoffs this year, which you even said like he played great. Tough. Maybe.
I think both can be true. I think both can be true.
But the thing is,
you're expecting him to be.
You could be diluting your opinion and making it dishonest.
I like Jason Tatum though.
But I'm not even saying necessarily you. I'm saying anybody that's talking about blowing that up, and especially blowing up the Jason Tatum portion. I think you're not being realistic with what you have.
Right.
Okay. Like you said, top 10 player. I agree, and I think Jay's right. It would be interesting to really start breaking that down. But it's like even the players that we're saying, it's like I would take Luka over him, but it's not like Jason Tatum doesn't have a conversation there. Like he can ball.
Oh, 100%. But
he's worth
it. If they didn't have the trade talks already happening, then this wouldn't be an issue. But it's been.
I agree, but that's what's poisoning the well. That's why I'm saying you got to ignore that. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
But when I'm talking about trading Jaylen Brown, be real about what you're going to get in return.
Exactly.
Is it going to be Jaylen Brown? Is it going to work as well as this has even worked?
Maybe.
Like we think this hasn't worked.
We talked about this last week, though. But we talked about this last week with him. Would you go Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown?
Donovan Mitchell or Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
Would you do that trade straight up?
For that team, no, because Drew Holiday's there. For that team.
Mm-hmm.
For that team.
So when you look at the realistic trade partners, it's really there's not much comparison.
I just want to get this comment. I'm gonna pass it to Deuce, but I'll let you guys get into it. Gates Open Media here. Go follow him, Gates Open Media. If I didn't say that earlier, Gates Open Media. That's on YouTube. He does lives and stuff. I'm sure we're gonna get back to doing that. So go follow him and check out all the awesome content that he's put out already. Tatum is a better player, better defensive player, simply because he's taller and can guard more players. Remember, a few years ago, they made KD look like he was in high school.
6'10", a 6'10" guard is tough.
So I will say this: I wouldn't say they made it look like he's in high school. KD just missed shots. Usually he makes some shots. That's what it is.
But he makes some shots because he's a 6'11" shooting guard or a small forward. But he plays as like a 2 who's getting guarded by guys much smaller and can't contest.
But it's not like Tatum was blocking his shot every time he contested. Though he was just off.
But he was missing shots that he normally makes.
Exactly.
I mean, Jason Tatum's probably the one person that can guard him in the league based off like size
6'10", yeah.
But I mean, KD he's gonna miss shots. He's 7'3".
He hasn't played the same since that series.
Yeah, correct.
At least in the playoffs.
No, but KD's not. It's hard to be a number one as a big man. I always say that. It's hard to be a number one in close games. Like it's just fatigue, man.
His knees have to hurt.
It's fatigue.
Like,
he's got to hurt.
Well, I mean, there's no reason he should be however
Like-
old he is. He was second this year in minutes.
Yeah.
What the hell, bro?
I mean, it's just.
But they were in the play-in. No, they were just outside.
easy
the
to
play-in.
close
I know they were
games.
fighting for it. I know we had to play, but I mean, like, man,
It's easy to
not a
close
recipe
games
for
in Golden
success.
State when you don't got to carry the whole
Exactly,
team for 4 quarters.
I knew you was gonna bring up
When-
I'm
something.
just
when you
saying,
get
it's
chill on the
easy
wing,
when
you
you just
just
got to
get
turn
to
it on for
side.
1 quarter. It's for real though.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, when you got to turn it on for 4 quarters and be. And
we can't just act like he's his whole
carrying
career.
the team.
We can't act like his whole career he just been like when he was in
After the
he does have an MVP. Like, let's not just act like he just been coat riding his whole
Let's not act like the Warriors didn't pack him up 3-1.
I understand that. I'm not hating.
Yeah,
I don't
they packed
disagree
him
with
up.
that, but you just made it seem like he ain't been nice. Like
He's been nice.
He's a
he's
nice
been
player.
nice, bro, since day one, bro.
But
He
he's
won an
never
MVP.
finished.
What do you want us to say? What do you want to
Never
say?
won the ring.
What do you want to say? He's one of the best. He's one of the best offensive players ever.
Absolutely.
Okay, there we go.
He's pretty good.
All right,
too,
so
my main point, though,
no,
my main point. So Jason
what-
Tatum actually gets more steals per game, but he gets less blocks than Jaylen
That's
Brown,
interesting,
which
actually.
is weird.
One thing
it's
on
weird.
Tatum that I want to hit before I really forget that. I think that like you said that he can make better decisions, but I think that's the part of his game where you look at 26. By the time he's 30, he should clean that up. I think that he'll by 30 he's going to be obviously like pushing for best player in the league. I think Jaylen Brown is the one that's closer to his ceiling than Tatum would be. But again, I think neither of them you should blow up. I still think Jaylen Brown is one of the top 10 at his position. So
I get your premise, but what I would push back with you is like, yeah, the age normally would make sense, but we're talking about players who have played like 500 plus playoff games. So these are extra seasons. These are extra seasons.
Still young men.
I understand.
They're growing.
But
Think about yourself a few years ago. That's what I'm saying.
I
But I get
understand,
you.
but the decision making on the basketball court should start becoming more natural.
I agree.
And
With
we shouldn't still be going through these same issues. When you've been in the Eastern Conference Finals since day one, we still shouldn't see these same
I feel
laps.
that.
Well,
I feel that.
the
I feel
question
that. I
is
feel that.
who you're
That's true.
putting, who are you
That's
ranking
true.
over Jaylen Brown as a two-way guard in the NBA? That's better, right? I mean,
Not many
maybe
players.
Paul
Not many.
George.
Not many players.
Nah, get out of here.
Not
But
many
Paul
players.
George is more of a wing, though.
But
He's
he
more
can
of a
play the
wing.
two, though.
Yeah, I mean, 2018?
He can go combo,
No.
but he's more of a wing.
At this 2018, I'm with you.
You know what I mean? I mean, who are you putting over Jaylen Brown though? That's the
Yeah,
question.
he
I mean, I
definitely-
really like
You got
Jaylen Brown, so
Ant-
I'm not
you
throwing
got
I'm not
John
throwing
Morant.
the ass.
You got Morant, and then
Jaw's more of a one, though.
He's a
Yeah,
one,
but I'm saying,
I mean, but I wouldn't even say he's a better defender than Jaylen Brown on average.
I think he's a more willing defender. I think that he's more willing to take big chances and make big plays for you. defensively.
Well, with Jaylen
I mean,
Brown
the
though, he
goals-
guards the best scorer on the other team.
That's
The
true.
gold
then he
standard
also
was
turns around
Kawhi,
and gives
but now
you
Kawhi's
23,
done.
Drew Holiday,
5
too.
rebounds.
You know what I mean?
Assists.
Fantastic defender.
The gold standard was Kawhi for two-way players. Like Kawhi was the person we looked at, but that's done.
Here, I just want to hit these comments. I'll pass it back to y'all. So Mikhail says KD is old at this point. So having the KD conversation, he's saying
Still average
he's
27,
tired.
but you know, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
I mean, he can't be leading the team in minutes and all that shit.
The
Like, he
league,
needs
bro,
to-
not the
yeah,
league.
yeah,
The
he
league.
gotta
That's
be
crazy.
Yeah.
45, bro.
Yeah,
Stop
at this
playing.
point.
He also says, "Let's see Tatum do that to Luka."
We're gonna see.
Yeah,
We're-
we'll see.
that's
I mean,
what's
I-
gonna
I'm-
happen.
I'm taking
They
Luka.
were going to see that.
No,
Hey,
and I think he will.
Well,
though, is
well,
thing.
the
I
thing-
mean, now is he?
I hear you.
So
yeah.
the
That
thing
could be an
is,
argument you can make for that.
the thing
Sure.
is with the Mavs and when it comes to the Celtics is that Luka's been doing this for a very long time since he's been young. 16, he's been
14,
playing.
he started
professional ball. And Kyrie, we know what he can do in the finals. That's just what it is. Kyrie gonna ball. So
when the
Yeah,
lights
but
are when the lights are
Kyrie-
bright.
how
great
is
basketball.
how is Tatum and Jaylen Brown gonna react to that? Because it might come down to your best two.
Jason
Mavs'
Tatum's
best
been
two
there though.
is better.
They've literally been there to the NBA Finals.
Okay, but
But
my
it's like,
but-
we're
but
doing
we've
that.
seen him
discount-
fade,
we
but we
can't
have seen
discount
him
their-
fade away, though.
We can't, but
So,
they've
but
had
listen-
the experience. Like we saw that with
100%,
LeBron,
yeah.
and we felt better
Okay.
seeing LeBron get back to the finals against San
Well,
Antonio,
and I agree.
knowing that he had the experience. So it's like we talked about this last week with the Pacers when we were having the argument: are they ahead of schedule? It's like there is that kind of like schedule that we all have in mind when we see these teams becoming,
Right.
dominant teams. So it's like I agree. I agree. At this point, they kind of stalled out in the finals because they made it twice.
Well, I would ask
lost, right?
I would say this. So, would you say Boston, although their future is still bright, are behind schedule? Because this is a team that's made the Eastern Conference Finals. Like,
I think that the
5
thing is,
out of the last 6 years.
You have to have respect for how hard it is to win the finals.
Thank you.
So it's like, I don't know that should just be expected
no
that everybody's going to do that.
But you shouldn't be losing teams. You shouldn't be losing to teams like Miami, bro.
But no,
last year you shouldn't be doing that. That shit, you should have been in the finals last year. You shouldn't be losing to teams like Miami, bro.
But but what I'll say is to like Baby's point.
You
Big Baby's point.
With Miami, you're not going to defend Miami real quick.
Well, what do you mean? All I want to say about Miami is we were the better team. Coaching all the way to that one. That was nice. But anyways, I do say that I think that in sports we always look at team sports. We always look at if you don't win the championship, then the season's a failure, and it's like only one team can win. Now basketball, you get 7 tries essentially, in theory, or you get 7 chances. But it's like you can't say behind schedule when you're always winning. If you're always in the Eastern Conference Finals or in the NBA Finals, you're on schedule.
I highly
you just have to continue to get better.
I highly disagree because in the NBA they stack teams. So that's
but it's not so as much anymore.
Well,
it's not like
the league is so spread out. The parity in the league is not like that anymore.
No. Because you still have to think they did build a super team in LA with the Clippers. It just didn't fucking work.
Exactly, because the parity in the league is so good.
They built one with the Lakers.
Hold on. Two things can be true though,
right? Because here's the thing: super teams are hit and miss. It's just you know what I'm saying, but. We need to knock the fuck out of teams that are literally favored to make deep in the playoff runs or be championship contenders, and then they get bounced in the first round, like OKC this year with their MVP candidate.
They're the youngest team in the league.
Doesn't fucking matter.
They're
the number 1 in the West. It's the best conference in basketball, bro. Like
regular
you get
season
shit
games
on.
don't matter though, bro. We see it right now.
I get what you're saying, but I do think that them average age, like 22 years old, does matter. They're younger than the North Carolina Tar Heels.
That speaks back to what we were literally just talking about as far as like the progression of the team. So it's like OKC as far as like playoff experience and stuff like that. I think they were a little ahead of schedule, to be honest, in my opinion. But it's because the team was so great. To your point, that we expected more. It was like how we expected KD and James Harden to go and Russell Westbrook to kind of skip some of that because they were a special team. I'll pass it to you, but I want to get to these comments because we have a lot of comments that came in. We just have a lot right here. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, Mikhail, let's see him do this. Okay, that's where we were. Jade Spade says, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Jade Spade, appreciate you for tuning in. Chloe also tuned in, saying, "I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy." Which I did stream on here. That game was fire. The spiders were fucking creepy though.
You gotta pick it back up.
Which supporting cast shows up the most? You'll have to I'm not exactly sure.
He's talking about Boston versus the Mavs.
Yes.
And I say the Mavs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And this is also another great point, Mikhail. Thank you for saying this. He said this is the coach's second year, so that's important because the one was trying to fuck the president's wife or whatever the situation was. So they had a lot of.
Shout out to him. He's my coach now. He going crazy on abusive strippers.
It's up right now. No, definitely.
He the one who introduced Jalen Green to Dreas. Stop playing.
Oh my god.
So I mean, they did have some crazy shit going on.
He's in the streets for real.
Yeah, they have some crazy shit going on, definitely. And then Jaylen Brown is the one who said they would win multiple championships.
Everyone should have that confidence. Everyone should have that confidence.
He was in front of Taylor Rooks. I would have said the same
he was trying to say some serious game, bro.
I'd have told a 10 in 5 years.
Well, and my thing is, when you look at their. And my thing is, when you look at their age, it's still a possibility. I don't think to write that off as a ridiculous statement.
But what else is he supposed to say?
Right.
Okay.
What else is he supposed to say?
I'm not going to win any.
I'm not going to win anyway. Maybe
I'll be
not
lucky
this year.
if I do. You can't say that shit,
we
bro.
expect to win every year. But back to the coach's point, because he said, he said, hey, they just get this coach's second year, but we're not talking about the coach. It's not about the coach. I'll give the coach a little bit of leeway to get his feet wet, but we've seen this. This is about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. We've seen the same story over and over and over.
Yeah, but you're looking at it in a vacuum. You're saying I'll give the coach a pass, but I'm not going to consider that when it has to do with these people, even though it directly affects.
Because I know what the coach is going to give you. He might. It's the second year there. It's going to be his first time in the finals. He might make some adjustments. That's going to happen. That's on coaching. But when it comes down to playing basketball, we're going to see. Hey, does Jason Tatum go 8 for fucking 34 or 6 for 28?
But you just had Paul say that he had his team get to the championship based off coaching.
But they didn't have the talent that Boston does.
Correct.
So that's what they didn't have the talent that Boston does.
If you put Eric Spoelstra with the Celtics,
oh my!
What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
By the way,
bro, that's a
by the way, Mikhail said Taylor Rook's pass is valid. And then every championship.
I would have told her whatever, bro.
He said every championship team is a super team, quote unquote. The best wins the trophy, and also said what super team? Paul George, LOL. Paul George is a problem. Stop shit down.
I'm tired of people trying to act like he's one of the best players of all time. Like
it's just a stage of career. Yeah, like when you could come with a super team, they're at the end of their careers with it, right? We see what Kawhi's giving you. Like we don't even know what Kawhi's.
It's not even that, bro. Because before his injury, he was going toe to toe with Bron. Ever since
you talking about Indiana, Indiana PG.
But since he's been back, bro, his playoff performances, even since when he was in OKC, his playoff performances have not been what they're matching the regular season. He's coming out in game 7s going fucking 1 for 14, bro.
Yeah,
right.
Well,
you feel me?
Weak-minded. I'm just kidding.
You guarding the best player on the other team.
I hear it, but listen, they all do it.
So I will say this:
Paul George might be older than
Paul George,
KD.
bro. He's these people's heroes.
He misses people overshots. Right, that's my problem.
Like, he's nice.
If he ends up in Philly, it's gonna be a problem, bro.
If you let Paul George be a number one option and not have to carry so much of the load defensively, he'd be a whole different player.
He mess around, he's gonna go to Philly. It's gonna be ugly.
It's just he's on the team with Kawhi, Russell Westbrook, and now James Harden. There's not enough shots to go around with that team, so he just plays defense. He'll leave this season. He's a free agent. He ain't going back.
He is leaving, but that's not what's going on.
It's not that he's leaving. The Clippers are just not going to pay him. There's going to be more money. Teams are going to be out there willing to spend more money. It's not like he doesn't want to stay with the Clippers. They're just not going to offer him the max.
Mikhail said Paul George living off his 2K rating. It's wild. That's fucking nuts. It's fucking so flagrant.
He gets it every year. It's at least a low 90, bro. What the fuck?
No, he deserves that, man, honestly. And a lot of times he's putting the team on his back while Kawhi's
crazy
the
right
fuck
now,
out.
bro. Nostalgia is crazy.
No, it's not nostalgia. That's real. Nice guy though. Just glad he recovered from that injury. They just saying go out of nowhere with him. Yeah, I have heard some like young kids coming up saying Paul George is the GOAT.
Yeah, that's wild for me. And that's what kills me. That's what fucking kills me. It's like, can we chill?
His game is nice.
Can we chill?
But his game is like that, bro. His game is smooth. Like, I don't know if you can name me a lot of smoother players than him. I'm not saying better. Obviously, there's a lot of better players.
It's interesting.
Smoother,
it's interesting. You use the same adjective for Jason Tatum's game.
Smooth? Oh, yeah. It's very smooth.
So it's like, it's interesting.
It looks nice.
But look at him.
Maybe something that you think is overvalued from like the eye test or something?
Yeah, I mean, for real, Hoopers. It's like when you go to the rec and niggas just doing 100 moves.
But they're the same mold.
Do a right to left and go to the rack, bro. Niggas doing a right to left, then a back.
Like 5 inches taller than Kobe.
Listen, one thing about basketball.
They studied his game. They play just like
less is more, bro. Less is more. So, yeah,
Jason Tatum literally stole all his moves.
But they got to be for a purpose, bro.
Is Jason Tatum, is he the player that he still texts Kobe and shit?
No, Jason Tatum. Yeah,
he still texts him.
I don't know if he still does, but he did say that.
But damn, we got our ass cooked by the Miami Heat.
The smoothest player in NBA history has got to be.
Oh my god,
kids blocked from the afterlife. Bitch, stop texting.
Kyrie's a killer for real, bro.
Kyrie's tough, man. He's tough.
Hey, if that's
still got the craziest shot I've ever seen in my life.
That should be the finals
against the Nuggets. From like the 3-point line.
Mikhail said, "Oh yeah, that was sick." Yeah,
I ain't never seen nothing like that. I watched it like 10 times, bro.
Okay.
Oh, Luka.
I couldn't try to put it in your game.
Listen, bro, I couldn't. No, I just couldn't understand.
Hey, that man's dirty.
Bro, I couldn't understand what the hell he did.
That man's so dirty.
Mikhail said,
did that game winner against the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's fine.
With the left-handed hook from like the 3-point line.
Yeah, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, some crazy shit.
I'm like, what the? It was a live.
How old is Luka?
20. He's younger
I'll look that up in a sec.
Like 24.
So here, I'll go look that up for us real quick. But Mikhail said, "Yeah, smooth exit out the playoffs."
Yeah, every time.
Every time. Yep, Sit and Politic. Nice. Tatum got some Drake energy to him. Yeah, I saw he was listening to the Family Matters.
That was a light skin joke. That was fucked up.
Yeah, damn colorism.
It had to be Mikhail because he told me that before.
Mikhail, what the fuck, bro?
It had to be Mikhail, right? Because he told me that before.
He said that. So he called. Yeah, he's the head on that. Gates Open Media says, "I agree. His game is smooth. He just has to make a move.
Smooth like Vaseline and it slips away."
So let's get into the Mavs series. Mavs series specifically, and how we see this playing out with the Wolves tonight. It may end. This is the 4th game. Let me finish fucking into this topic.
Yeah, bro.
So let me fucking shake my hands.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you out of here with that, because you like to use the term. You like to use the term ahead of schedule or behind schedule a lot. What do we think about the Timberwolves? If
head.
Easy.
I'm sorry.
So, because I would like to, because I think
their schedule actually changed.
I feel like.
Can I say this real quick? Because I want to hear your response to it. Because I think this is actually the answer. That's actually makes me. It's interesting. So I think they're ahead of schedule, but I think their schedule actually changed because in this series, in the playoffs, Anthony Edwards supplanted himself as the face of that team 100% over Cat. So it's no longer based off Cat's schedule. That now we're talking about Cat might be a potential piece to get moved. So it's like now the schedules for the Timberwolves goes based off Anthony Edwards. So based off of his timetable, they're 100% ahead. I mean, I think we're talking about him possibly face of the NBA.
But my thing is, because earlier you said, you know, there's not a disappointment. I feel like if any team right now, from the OKC to Denver to all these teams, even Phoenix, if you don't win right now, it's a disappointment and it's a failure of a season because it's so wide open. It's so wide, in my opinion.
Okay, so I think that there's a bigger. I agree. So I agree. Like I said, I was disappointed Tyrese didn't play. I don't think that's a failure. Tyrese Halliburton, though. I disagree with you on that. I don't think their roster is ready to win a championship. I'm talking about these teams whose roster. I mean, you're there though. You're right there. You're competing with the team that you're saying could beat the Mavs. So it's like, as a competitor, as the leader of the team, no, you got to be out there. I mean, in my opinion, we could disagree on that. That's fine.
I think we're arguing different things. I'm just saying, like, you guys aren't contenders yet, like, to win a championship.
You just said it was wide open, and you got to be disappointed because everybody can win it.
But I'm not the Pacers.
I was responding to literally that.
But not the Pacers. I'm talking about as far as
okay, how's it wide open?
I'm talking about the top 6 teams, bro. Like, Timberwolves, Nuggets, OKC, all these great, like, Mavs, all these teams. But I don't think Pacers have enough firepower to say, okay, look at them. They just got swept, bro. Even with Halliburton, they would have won a game, maybe 2. They don't. Their talent level is not even close to.
Boston. But if this is, I don't know. It was competitive. I don't know if I agree with that. And also their play style. I think once again we're kind of looking at different things in a vacuum, where it's like you can't take out of context that we have a legendary coach, a championship winning coach. We have a really deep roster. And a lot of people that can contribute. Like we have regularly 6-7 guys, double digits. Like that means something. The team can win like that. I disagree with that. I think when we saw the Nuggets emerge, that's actually how they emerged. At first, Jokic had made this name after the fact, but when they first emerged, it was like, oh, look at this team that plays team basketball competing with these super teams.
Yes.
Now we look at them as
y'all ain't the Nuggets.
But hold on. Even that,
y'all got
don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm talking to this side of the room.
But even that, though, hold on.
Y'all ain't even close to being the Nuggets. Y'all don't play no fucking defense.
Hold on,
that's
your
problem.
Yeah, go ahead.
But there's these teams that lose in the playoffs multiple years. Denver was losing to great teams in the playoffs every year. They were losing.
Backed up.
Pacers is not going to come one year. We got a new squad. We going to the championship. It don't work like that.
They get LeBron and Bronnys.
I feel you. I'm hold down. I think the Pacers, they do have a. I don't believe in that.
Their roster's not bad, but they don't got a championship roster.
That's why I pushed back earlier because I don't believe in the whole like your turn, my turn shit. You feel what I'm saying? I think.
Bro, we added Pascal Siakam this year.
Right.
What are you acting like we can't add people? We added Tyrese Halliburton in a
They're
trade.
missing their best defender.
But go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Even still, when you add players that don't make you championship ready, like we look at Dallas and Kyrie. They added Kyrie. They even made the playoffs last year. You still got to get pieces around.
They were injured.
It doesn't matter. They didn't have the right pieces.
I think you just have to be.
You still have to get pieces around them. You have your main 2 stars. Boom.
But what piece would add to Indiana? TJ McConnell's good.
I will say this: Miles Turner needs to step it up. Though Miles Turner was a disappointment.
Bro, it's the last 5
Miles Turner was consistent through the whole playoffs.
No, not in the Celtics series.
Busted y'all's
in the next series, he played well, but he didn't play well. He didn't play well in the Celtics series.
No, he played. Look,
he did not play well in the Celtics series.
He didn't play as good as he played in the other series, but honestly, he affected the game. I really wasn't disappointed with Miles Turner. For real, the only thing I was disappointed in was the end of the games. End of the games, everybody choked on Dick. Even Nimhard.
You didn't have your game closer though, so that's different.
I think that was a huge part of it. That's a huge part of why we lost all those games, except the third or second game.
Now, if you had Mathurin, whatever his name is,
Benedict III.
I go back on that a little bit. But, bro, I'm watching these last 5 minutes of the game, and these niggas got Neesmith in the game, bro. Neesmith should not be playing in no last 5 minutes of no playoff game,
last-minute shot, even.
I hear you, bro. I'm not, but I'm saying it shouldn't happen, bro.
No, and I'm with you on that, but I don't understand how that equals that we couldn't win and, like, basically
the roster's not ready, bro. Neesmith, for instance.
But Reddy went Reddy right now. I mean, that's something that you're coming to that conclusion. That's fine, even though they were one of the last 4 teams left, and that's fine. But like, we're not projecting that they're going to get any better.
You're not doing this because we did this last year when we said the fool's gold last week.
No, I know.
You didn't run.
But I didn't agree with you though. I didn't agree with you.
Okay, but you didn't run into Giannis.
Okay.
Like things could be,
and that's his problem.
Yeah, things could work out, but I'm just saying to look at your team right now and say, "Oh, we made the Eastern Conference
real quick.
We made the Eastern Conference Championship. We're ready." That's unrealistic, bro. That's all. I feel look at the Eastern Conference Finals and be like, "Oh, we made it."
I'm not saying we should be a favorite, but when you're saying that's wide open and there's parity, I think now we've placed ourselves in that conversation as a team that can put themselves in the position like the Heat, who nobody thought was ready,
but you're not there yet.
We just were fucking there, bro. If we would have had
gold, bro, that's what I'm trying to tell
we disagree.
you.
Let me get to these comments though. We're in. You
agree with me when I say fool's gold, but when I
don't agree with that though. I don't agree with that. I didn't agree with that last week. I said I could see how you could be looking at it through that. It is fine to analyze that.
Yeah,
that's fair. But no, I think that, for example, the last game with the Knicks, we went to Madison Square Garden. That was huge. They did have their best player. He got hurt and broke his hand in the middle of the game and all that.
Who's your team?
Either way,
who's your team?
The entire
Houston. Oh,
nothing to even talk about. I agree. There's nothing to even talk about. I'm not even going to talk. There's nothing to talk about. That's not even the point, though. When we get to the off season, you're obviously invited to come back to the couch.
We can do that to exit out this because I'm cooking.
Well, here, I want to get to the comments. Really, I want to get to the comments here. So Mikhail said, if Mavs pull off this championship run, which one is tougher, Luka's or Dirk's? So that's a great question.
Dirk.
And then
Dirk beat Bronnys.
And then Roy T says sweep tonight. So he thinks that the Wolves are going home. Hope so, Roy. So yeah, everybody's saying fuck them, send them home, pack them up. I wonder why we're feeling that way. Because why are we ready for this?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Minnesota was gonna win this series. I literally thought I had Minnesota. I thought Minnesota coming in. I thought they were gonna win it. But they're not playing the same way. Cat, he's doing the Julius Randle thing, bro.
Do y'all notice
he's doing the cat thing?
He's disappearing.
Do y'all notice every playoffs, this man Rudy Gobert gets exposed? At some point in the playoffs, he gets exposed every time.
A lot of these bigs have been.
So
every time.
Yeah. Kyrie, by the way, so Roy T says Kyrie hungry, no answer for Luka. I think that's a fair point. I do think that we're seeing Kyrie
but I think you could put Jalen. Obviously, Luka's gonna do what he's gonna do. But you could put Jalen Brown on Luka.
Oh, I didn't say Jaden Daniels.
That's over. Nah, but he's been cooking Jaden McDaniels all. Not to say it's gonna stop him, but you can at least put a body on him.
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
So Gates Open Media says Dirk.
Who else you gonna put on him? Drew? You got to put Drew on Kyrie.
You can't put Drew.
You got to put Drew on Kyrie.
Bro, either way, Luka's getting his cut. Yeah, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't matter who it is out there. When it comes down to it, he gonna bust Jalen Brown ass, bro.
Rotation. That'll be fun to see.
It's just what it is.
Dirk's team will be considered better because who they beat, and it was this era's first super team. Yeah. It wasn't the first super team, but that's fine.
Yeah, not the first, but
obviously not. But
the most famous. That's fine.
Yeah.
The Celtics. Then you'd have to say was the first super team.
Yeah. I mean, but like the most serious, like that was the super team that was like, okay, everybody in the league took notice. It was like, okay, everything's different at this point. Then that's when you start to see every team try to copycat that kind of recipe. So I see why they're, like you said, the most famous version of that, but definitely not the first. It was a response to the Celtics joining.
Yep.
First.
The only difference is that one was GM and team. What's the word I'm
Ray Allen was
they were all
Boston
like 35
player
on their way out.
Ray Allen was in his prime.
Yeah, but you seen the Lakers try to do it in 2002.
Ray Allen wasn't even dunking anymore.
Was it 04? Was it 04
or
02?
Shooting the ball though. It was not Ray Allen.
Was it 04 02 when Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and tried to team up with Shaq and Kobe in LA?
Yeah, and then there was Barkley going to the Rockets.
On the bench,
it happens. I mean, it happens because
it's okay.
Because the narrative is if you don't win a ring, bro, that your career is not validated or you're trash.
That's fair though. You got to win a ring in basketball.
It was 03.
I'm just saying it is what it is.
I'll say this: if you're a ball like Charles Barkley, I don't hurt him for not winning a ring. There's not much.
So you hurt AI.
He ring chased. Yes, I do hurt him.
AI, I feel like the organization never really helped him much.
I agree with that.
So, but I do feel like if you're a ball dominant player, you you have to win a ring. AI can never be talked about as the greatest of all time because he never won.
I got no problem.
But he's playing with Eric Snow.
It doesn't hurt him.
Kemba Mutombo.
You can't blame.
I got no problem. But then we hold it against LeBron when he says, "I'm not letting you fuck my career. I'm taking this shit into my own hands."
No, LeBron. No. Me and LeBron. You went to 10 straight finals. There's absolutely nothing you can say negative about going to 10 straight finals.
AI was playing with the fucking.
I don't give a fuck.
AI was playing with the church deacons, bro. That's what he's playing.
LeBron went to 10 straight finals.
I don't give a fuck.
He had top 3 rosters in the NBA every time and still fucking lost.
He lost to the best team. He lost to the best team of all time.
Okay, so one
the best team of all time.
One out of the 10 finals.
I'm just saying he didn't have top 3 rosters.
One out of the 10 finals. All right. So bro, he went to 9 finals and still only won 4.
So Golden State's the best is the best dynasty of all time.
It's still losing right now.
Hands down. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Okay, so another team GM reacted to the team that LeBron orchestrated, right? And then he created a better team. Bro. And then you're mad because he created a better team to the super team that you created.
What are you talking about?
You're trying to knock Golden State for having Kevin Durant. Nobody don't make sense.
I said they're the best team of all time. That's who he lost to with Cleveland.
And so what was Cleveland before Golden State?
Cleveland was trash before LeBron got back. Right? They didn't even make the playoffs. That's not
what we're talking about. Obviously. Okay, so we're talking about when they won, when they were competing. I mean,
let's just not act like Kevin Love and Kyrie weren't there, though, bro. And it went 6.
I don't understand. If Golden State is the best team ever, then what was the Cavs team with Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love?
Hurt.
I mean, they did beat.
Let's be hold on. Were they not? Did Kevin Love not miss like 2 of them, and the Kyrie hurt one? I missed one.
They were 73-9. They did beat that team. Maybe that's why you're so mad.
Well, so they beat the team that had Klay Thompson,
73-9,
Green,
73-9,
and then Steph Curry. But he's referencing the team with Kevin Durant.
I said dynasty. I said they're the best dynasty of all time. I said he lost
best team.
They're the then I re-clarify with dynasty. I said they're the best dynasty of all time. You can play it back when you watch it. I said best dynasty of all time.
You said best team, but that's okay.
I said both, but I don't give a fuck.
You just said you were going to re-clarify it, so you
both accurate. That team right there was a great team, bro. That was a great team.
All right.
Well,
it's a great team.
I'm not even. I'm just trying to say, like, we can't hold certain shit against LeBron. Like when they lost, if he that team, I'm good.
Needle for this dude.
That one I'm good with. The other one I'm not good with is the one he lost with Kyrie was hurt and Kevin Love.
Left,
that's the only one I'm really defending.
Understand this: when he left Cleveland the first time, every team he's gone to, he's never went except for when he first came to the Lakers with the young guys. He's always went and orchestrated to play with other all-star and superstar players. And even when he came to the Lakers that year, even when he came to the Lakers that year,
what team is winning
he came there knowing that he was going to blow up the team to get Anthony Davis and then try to get another superstar. So what I'm saying is you're stacking the deck every year to compete against other teams that are not doing that, and you're still not winning the finals,
aren't doing that.
What team is not stacking the deck?
These niggas added Kevin
Durant.
What
are sitting there building super teams every 2 or 3 years?
This nigga added
the
Kevin
Lakers
Durant.
are now just got with a Russell Westbrook, and we're now going to trade more role players that we just acquired to go get another superstar to try it again to get LeBron to another finals, bro.
Did you hear me, sir? This team added Kevin Durant. You're saying they're not stacking the deck. All these teams are trying to get better. You like, what are you talking about?
No, they're not.
And that's a reaction.
What are we talking about?
That's the reaction to the Cleveland super team after the Miami super team LeBron just built that he left in Miami and blew up because he fucking lost again to the fucking Spurs.
Okay.
Like, come on, bro. Like, let's be real.
You're talking about 12 years ago.
This shit is crazy.
You're talking about 12
I'm talking about with the Lakers being a Lakers fan and watching us be in the play-in 4 out of the 5 years this motherfucker has been there. And this motherfucker only went to the finals in the bubble.
And it's Bron's fault, is what we're saying. I'm asking you, Mr.
What is he there for, bro?
So
is he there for to win, or is he there just to fucking come out there and get numbers? I don't understand.
Bro,
we hate fucking banners in LA, bro.
He's like 45 right now, bro.
You lead the team in points. It's a bad thing.
It's not his fault.
It's a bad thing.
Whose fault is it?
He's 45 right now, dog. Like
he's gotten 4 coaches fired since he's been there. It's the coach's fault.
He's like 45, bro. So we can't give him that. Like if this was his
fucking
prime,
retire.
If this was his prime,
27 points a game.
If he was in his prime years, then I wouldn't give him the pass. We can kill him, but bro, it's like
what he makes the most money on the team.
What's he doing right now is remarkable. Still making all NBA teams, bro. Like
ain't winning shit.
Just let niggas hate,
making all NBA teams.
You can't help him, bro. He needs God, bro.
Yeah, but that's how the roster's constructed.
It's like we play for participation trophies and shit, bro. Like, what are we doing? You're talking about his numbers and his all NBA. I don't give a fuck about that. He's not hanging a banner.
I'm just telling you.
So you see, because your Warriors are not hanging no banner anytime fucking soon. So we're gonna say about Steph. Are you gonna start? No, but are you gonna start saying that about Steph? So we can start saying that shit about Steph. Y'all ain't going nowhere, bro.
But he's not a Warriors fan. He's a Lakers fan. Remember that. Don't claim he's a Lakers fan, but his favorite player is Steph. His favorite team is the Warriors. He always defends the Warriors, but he's not a Warriors fan. He's a Lakers fan.
I'm glad they fell into that trap.
That's what it is.
What superstar did Steph acquire the last 4 years?
I gotta go piss before I lie again, right? So
what superstar did Steph get the last 5 years?
I'm confused, bro.
What superstar? What all-star player Steph get the last 5 years?
Andrew Wiggins made the All-Star game that year.
No, after he joined Steph Curry.
Argument.
So what player did he get that was an all-star before he joined Steph Curry? You can't fucking name one. But LeBron will sit there and try to buy a championship everywhere and every year, and y'all give him a fucking pass. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy, bro. He's had fucking He's had Russell Westbrook.
You gotta get that hate out your heart, bro.
Hate out my heart. I'm fucking watching us lose in the first round of the playoffs every year.
Whatever he did to you,
$153 million a year for fucking nothing.
You gotta pray for forgiveness.
Are you joking?
So Mikhail here, he said
it's like fucking talking to people who like losing.
I'm interested because this is kind of pushing back on, I think, your point of view. Mikhail says an individual's career can't be contingent on the team accolade. So he's saying basically championships can't matter, considering that. So that seems like that's, and if y'all have a response, then I'd love to hear it.
Bro. I don't even argue with this guy no more, bro. He told me Murray's better than Jokic, bro. I'm done.
That was Mikhail. That was Mikhail that said that, though.
I know, but I'm talking about him. Though.
Okay,
gotcha. I don't even know why I'm engaging, bro.
The way he's defending, I thought he was a Warriors fan. So now I find out he's Lakers fan.
I'm a diehard Lakers fan.
And then
I don't really winning shit with LeBron there because he's always losing in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah,
bro.
But now he's 45 though.
Y'all
now we're going to use this
finals
as 45. But when he's dropping 27, everybody wants to fucking glaze him. He's making third-team NBAs. Everybody wants to glaze him. But when we talk about him fucking losing, he's 45.
Yeah, he can't play. He can't play all 5 positions, bro. He needs help. It's clearly he needs help.
Anthony Davis is giving that man 26 and 15 and probably 2 or 3 blocks a game, bro.
If you take LeBron, hey, hold on. You take LeBron off of that.
Davis's first-team defense and second-team All-NBA.
Bro, if you take LeBron off of that team, you're a fucking lottery team, bro.
Bro, we won games. When LeBron didn't play, we went on a fucking win streak. What are we talking about,
bro? You're a lottery
team. When he fucking came back, we went to losing again.
My only question, hold on, you're better without. You're telling me you're better than without LeBron? That's what I'm asking. I don't even know.
We played better without him this year.
Treat the mic with care. Treat the mic with care, brother.
It's not what I asked you. I'm just asking. Are you better without? What would you like to see? Is my question.
Crazy.
A fucking championship.
No, okay.
But what the fuck he promised when he came?
Even outside, like, would you like to see y'all get rid of? Would y'all like to see get rid of Bron?
You won one.
Would you like to see them get rid of Bron? That's what I'm asking. I'm just trying to figure out what you're hoping for. Like, would you like to see them get rid of Bron?
Yeah.
I would like to see Paul George in LA. Oh my god. With Anthony Davis.
Yeah, that's the mic, bro. Don't even get the fuck out.
Next topic.
Give me a younger guy who you say can actually fucking play all those minutes and actually guard somebody. Because LeBron at 45, he can't do that now all of a sudden. But he can give you 27 and make a third-team All-NBA team.
I'm just confused,
but he can't sit there and carry a team.
They'll be on a lottery
it's
team.
A fucking
take
joke,
LeBron off of that team. They're
lottery. Please for
lottery team. You're saying,
bro, what?
So you take LeBron out. You take LeBron out and give me any other top 20 player in the NBA. I guarantee you we get further in the fucking playoffs.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy to me because
a fucking joke.
It's just crazy to me because you always talk about winners and how important winning and. I hear you.
Who is the winner right now?
How important winning and losing is, and you just said you're gonna place LeBron with Paul George.
Yeah. Who's won? How many rings?
I don't even know what you talk. I really don't even understand what you're talking about, bro.
Here, let me get to these comments.
How many championships has Paul George been to?
First round this year. What are you talking about?
What about last year?
No. How many championships has Paul George been to?
Why they got 4 rings?
How many championships has Paul George been to?
How many finals has Paul George been to?
Since he been to LA?
Since he's been in the NBA.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about LA.
In the NBA. Talking about winners. Okay. All right.
And LeBron's been to 4.
I rest my case.
And he's won how many?
4?
Well, he won 4 and he's been to 10.
He went to 10 in a row.
He went to 10 in a row.
He went to 10 in a row.
Hold on. We can listen. We can do this argument.
This is the logic we have. We're gonna say
your logic.
We're gonna say a guy who went to 10 finals didn't have one of the best teams in the NBA to make those 10 finals. And the fact that he lost making it to those 10 finals 6 times, that is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Even though you will glaze him and say he made it to 10.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a.
It's a fucking joke.
I'm gonna give you like a substitute.
It's a joke, bro. It means he's had a better team than fucking 80% of the NBA, but yet he can't win fucking 50% of those finals.
He led his team in points, assists, rebounds, and steals, and every single one of them.
And didn't win.
What can you do?
When Kobe did it, it didn't matter. When James Harden did it didn't matter. When Carmelo did it didn't matter.
He led the series.
Why didn't it matter? When Charles Barkley did it didn't matter. Why?
He led the series.
Why didn't it matter?
Points.
Why didn't it matter?
Can you answer?
Because he didn't fucking win. They didn't win. It didn't matter.
Hold on.
It didn't fucking matter.
Hold on.
When people talk about Charles Barkley, do they talk about him like a Hall of Famer? No. They talk about him like a fucking bum because he didn't win.
I'm with you on everything
It's
you're saying.
bullshit.
But we talk
Trying to change the fucking narrative for LeBron.
What narrative?
LeBron don't get to set the standard. It was already set.
Can I respond?
It was set by the ones who came before him. Understand that. You can't change the narrative now, motherfucker.
Okay.
Just because you're paying people in the media and shit with your fucking
Listen.
sports agency. It's fucking ridiculous.
I hear what you
Brian
saying.
Windhurst blazing this nigga all day on TV.
I hear what you're saying.
All right.
Everything would make sense if you didn't say Paul George.
I want to get to the comments.
No,
I
he
feel
said
we'll
Paul
get
George.
back
That's
to that.
my only thing,
So Mikhail says so you might not have been out here, I'm not sure, but he said earlier the individual's career can't be contingent on a team accolade. Curry ended up in a Hall of Fame organization. AI one of the greats, is he not? Question mark.
Yes, he is.
That's what he said, yeah, brother. D'Angelo Russell is why the Lakers lost, not LeBron.
Real quick.
And then Roy T says,
Russell is why the Lakers lost.
yes, he averaged 14 points a game in that series.
I love how
Are
he's
you
saying every comment
joking?
back to me.
Are you joking?
Verbatim.
14 points a game. You're number 3. 14 points a game. That's not losing you.
So Paul
30%
George, bro.
shooting.
Yeah.
That's not losing you the fucking series.
Fuck with
All
it.
right, bro. All right. No.
I got a lot of comments to get
We
to.
already had that argument.
I got
You're
a lot of
wild.
comments to get
You're
to.
wild,
No.
bro.
All right, so
How do you not
remember
respond
it.
to that?
Remember it.
Second leading scorer on his team. was the
What about Ant
And they
Davis?
lost.
He's going to lead the team? Question mark. So pay attention to these because this is Lakers shit. So I want to hear your response to it. He said, "What about Ant Davis? He's going to lead the team?" Question mark. So I'm interested to hear how you guys feel about Anthony Davis' ability to lead the team. The dude off cam just talking crazy.
I don't know what he's talking about.
That's Deuce
Paul
Andretti.
George?
That's Deuce Andretti. If you want to hear more of this, go to Twitter. Deuce Andretti. Put the E in the U.
Please enlighten me. What more somebody can do? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm almost done. Mikhail Morgan, you said they are the best team because he's on the team, bro. And then
Thank you.
who's this guy? I know he's never performed in a competitive space. So all right, I gotta give it back. I gotta give it back to you, brother. Just go ahead.
Jesus
you want to get on camera?
That one hurts. That one hurts.
Oh,
Bro,
no.
this is the same dude who said the Warriors were a Hall of Fame franchise before Steph Curry got there, even though they went from being one of the poorest franchises in NBA history to the most valued franchise right now. That is bullshit.
But can we
You don't even know your
expand?
history. The Warriors fucking had like maybe 1 or 2 fucking championships before Steph Curry got there. So this dumbass who's literally talking about the Warriors was literally a dynasty and a fucking Hall of Fame franchise.
No, I
is a
think
fucking
he's
joke.
mean like
He don't-
when
he
he's
don't- he don't-
playing. I
Yeah,
think he means
exactly.
after
Hey,
that he
the-
ended
the-
up.
the-
Oh, after
the
Steph Curry
people-
got there and won all the fucking championships.
The people
that would
running
make
the org,
sense.
the
That
pe-
would make common sense too.
But they had to draft Clay.
the
They had to
people
find
running the
Draymond.
organization. Answer this: the people running the organization, are they a Hall of Fame staff? The GM,
Bob
the good
Myers,
stuff.
it was
Are
his
they a
first
Hall of Fame
fucking
staff?
job.
Can't-
Was his first job. Steve Kerr, it was his first job. You see how you just talk bullshit
So
and you don't
shit
know
stopped
shit?
right there.
No,
Shit stopped
Steph
there.
Curry built that
Motherfucker,
fucking
you don't
franchise.
know shit. What the fuck you talking about?
You just-
You're always trying to call someone dumb idiot.
You just asked
Bro,
me 3 questions and then you talk about I
their
don't know
career,
shit.
so they're not Hall of Famers by the end of their career. Get the fuck out of here. Steve Kerr isn't a Hall of Fame coach.
Because of
the
Steph
GM isn't
Curry.
a Hall of Fame GM.
Because of Steph
All right,
Curry.
yep. And who got him there?
Because of
who,
Steph Curry.
Who picked him?
Because of
who picked
Steph
him? Who
Curry.
picked Clay? Who
Steph
built the
Curry.
team? Who built the team? Who built the team? The organization, right? The organization had to be ran.
Clay
All right.
was the franchise player. Clay
No,
changed the
my
franchise.
God, damn, bro.
Who
all right,
changed the
all right,
franchise?
all right, whatever, bro. You're
changed the
small,
franchise?
The narrow-minded of it. Sure, Steph is
This
everything
dude
in the
literally
organization.
asked me- this
Nobody
dude
else did
literally
anything.
said Bob
Nobody else
Myers
did
was a
anything
Hall
in the
of Fame
organization.
GM before
That's
Steph
not what he
Curry
said.
got there. That's
He
what you
didn't-
said.
That's not. Nobody said that.
That's oh my. I'm all right. That's exactly what you said.
Nobody said that. We actually
All right,
said
we got more
their
comments, brother.
career. The people who ran the organization are Hall of Fame quality.
It was their first fucking stop.
Hey, we're getting.
It's been 15 years.
Let me get to these comments, brother. Hall of Fame coach and owner. Fool, what the hell?
Bro, no, they're not Hall of Famers. Steve Kerr's not a Hall of Fame coach.
Gates Open Media here. He says he always given LeBron a crutch but Jordan gets thrown under the bus. Always giving LeBron a pass, no matter what. I don't even know who's giving. Oh, it must be sure.
A pass is leading the series in points, rebounds, steals, and assists.
There you go.
That's a pass.
That might have been a pass that you gave him.
Did nothing in that series.
Mikhail Morgan, he says Kerr was on a championship team as a player and coach, bro. And then
Trash.
Curry. He said
Steph Curry.
He said Curry's ankles were tissue paper. LMAO. Oh, that's crazy. Again,
bro, like nobody dogs Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry is the best shooter of all time. That is well documented. Nobody can argue that.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that he didn't go to a place that was poorly ran. They were before. Sure. The Patriots were the most losing organization of all time professional sports before Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
But was that organization poorly ran? Was Bill Belichick? Did he run the poor organization?
Because they didn't have success before. Yeah, I wouldn't say
that. That's a wild statement. That's a wild statement.
What other topic you got, bro? Because this one passed it. Because I'd love to have LeBron James on my squad, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about. Because he's not the reason why y'all losing games.
I'll take it back in Miami.
Dog,
shit.
That's not the reason.
The rest of the
team need a better roster.
I got Ben saying, bro.
Well, here we can move on past
basketball
this. There's more shit to talk about.
Basketball, bro.
There's more shit to talk about. So Mikhail also said again, has this guy competed in a real sports space?
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
And then he also says Kerr came from the pop tree. Popovich. And then the last thing was a beautiful analogy, Paul. So there you go, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. The Patriots, how they were the worst organization in professional sports to the best, and they obviously Bob Kraft bought it. Bill Belichick got brought in. Those are two Hall of Famers, two of the best to ever do it. That contributed to Tom Brady's success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, just like Steve Kerr and Bob Myers contributed to Steph Curry's success. That's.
Here, we're moving on to the next
never
topic.
said otherwise. We never said otherwise.
We actually have. You're right.
You're correct.
You have a mic. You have a mic, so I need you to stop talking. He's not even on a mic. So, by the way, this is still a LeBron topic, so I just want to kind of cruise through this. So, but I did want to ask you guys how you think that he's affected Bronnys' draft stock. If it's been positive, if it's been negative. Today, there was a story that came out that said that he was only taking private workouts with two teams. It was the Phoenix Suns and the LA Lakers. So
I mean, it's positive, bro. The reason why he's going to get drafted because he's LeBron James' son. Other than that, he's not getting drafted. It's just what it is.
So, are you saying that as far as a talent standpoint, statistical standpoint, and ever standpoint, or what do you?
What's he shown me now? He is not an NBA player.
Okay.
What do you show now? I don't know. He did have the heart. You know what I mean? He did have the heart issue.
Yeah, he only played 20 minutes a game. Yep.
You know what I mean? So maybe that comes into. But right now, I look at him. He can't be a valuable player on the floor right now, like in an NBA game.
Where I'll disagree with that state. I don't think he would be a good player right now. Okay, so let's not misconstrue it for me saying that he would come in and start and play just quality basketball, like just great basketball. I do think that when you look at the bottom of rosters in the NBA, I think that he would offer you better quality play than I'll be honest, like a Max Christie, who was good. He's more talented than Bronny. But when you look at the on-court IQ, those certain things about running through the system, I think Bronny would give you more of that. I do think that Bronny's skill set is good enough to be a future NBA player and starter. I do think he's a good enough point guard.
So why don't you stay in school then?
I mean, if we keep it a real,
that's where I do think that the Bron is obviously helping him. But I will say that there are teams that obviously aren't going to touch him because he's Bron's son.
Listen, Bronny might be able to play in the league, but regardless, if this man get drafted, it's 12 to 15 on the roster. He ain't seen no burn
100%.
Unless there's 1 second left in the game, you down by 40 or you up by 40.
100%.
So it don't even matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still positive that he's going to get drafted because he shouldn't be getting drafted.
No, absolutely.
Like it's the positive influence.
I feel that.
And it's smart that it's just like the Caleb Williams thing. Why would you go out there and work out for every single team so they can talk shit about you and learn your flaws and have bad press come out? Two teams, Phoenix may be interested in them for real, and you know LA's interested in them for real. And hey, these are only two teams that we want to work for because everything else they just want to come in and leak it out and say like, hey, he's the worst prospect I've ever seen.
Yeah,
so that's what he's doing.
Because they're going to do that.
Yes,
of course they're going to do that.
Because there are enough people who don't like Bron or are jealous and envious of Bron and Bronny.
Bro, it's the headlines, bro. That's that's clickbait. That's everything they're going to run with it. And LeBron's like, hey, I'm going to have people talk about my son because if this guy was really good and he was really a prospect, he would have open workouts every team because it's not just about, hey, I'm waiting to go to 2 teams. It's literally like, hey, any team in the league can pick me up.
So you say LeBron positively overall?
Oh yeah,
of course,
for sure, for sure. The way how they're doing it is so strategic, bro. Like he's gonna get on the roster.
What part of his game don't you like?
I mean, I just don't think he's going to be effective. No, I don't think he's going to be the 3-point shooter that's going to be knocked down at a high percentage like in the league. Like he's athletic, but he's not athletic enough. Like these dudes are uber athletic. Can he
40-inch vert?
Can he guard John Morant? No,
not effectively. Not effectively.
Like, none of these dudes.
Hold on,
ain't nobody could guard.
But he's going to give you. But he's going to give you effort.
But that's the analogy, bro. When a D1 school came in, bro, was looking at one of our linebackers, Reggie Bush. Stanford came in. Stanford was a school. Stanford's in the same division as USC. And you know what the linebacker coach said? Can your dude guard Reggie Bush?
And that's why they're probably failing at football because not a lot of guys can guard Reggie Bush. So you're not going to find that just everywhere.
Exactly, but that's what it has to be.
And that guy's going to go to Alabama. I'm sorry, but that guy's going to go to Notre Dame.
That's how it is in the NBA. You got to ask that question. Like, hey, we put him on the floor.
I'm with you on college.
But here's the thing.
I need to get to comments for this.
How many guys in the draft can guard John Morant?
Nobody in the league. Fuck the draft.
But it's more effective. Like he would literally be out there getting cooked.
But at the bottom of your roster, when you're talking about guys who are going to come in and give you effort basketball and not make mistake-driven basketball, who are coming in for those 6 minutes.
He's not even good to give you that though.
I disagree with that. I think he plays really good defense. I think he's smart defensively.
But hold on, is he good enough to overshadow the stuff that comes with it? Of having LeBron James Jr. on your team, is he good enough to say, you know what?
Can you hold that? Because just got a couple. So if Bronny didn't have his last name, we wouldn't be talking about him. Yeah, that's what Roy said. People getting drafted or coaching jobs off who they know. This is no different. I'm shocked he's still pushing to play with the heart thing. Scary as fuck. Can't handle the rock enough to play point guard. Can he defend the backup point guard? That's his only hope to see the court. I think he ultimately goes overseas or something. That would make more sense.
He ain't going overseas, bro.
If they were serious about development.
He ain't going overseas.
Well, I think he's saying the best case for his basketball development.
He's going to get on an NBA roster. It is what it is. He's going to stash him. And then after a couple years, it's like a Tim Tebow thing, bro. People going to take a chance on you, see what it is, and they're going to
be on
figure
ESPN
out.
Or some shit.
I think he's more skilled than you give him credit for. I think he's a better shooter.
But like I said, is it worth the headache? Colin Kaepernick at that time was better than a lot of quarterbacks, bro. At least backup quarterbacks. But it's not worth it to bring him on. It's not worth it to bring it on your team, bro.
But this is not your starting. This is not your starting quarterback, bro.
Even as a backup,
he's not even going to be a backup, bro. He's going to be the backup, bro.
But that's what
he's not scratching.
And that's what I'm trying to say. It's not worth the headache of Bronny James on your team. Now we got all this extra media for a dude who's not even playing, bro.
Bro, you got to make LeBron. You got to make LeBron happy.
LA is different. They gonna get scrutiny.
You got to make LeBron happy.
Giannis has his brother, man.
You got to make
Giannis got 2 brothers in the NBA.
You got to make LeBron happy, and he's all about setting legacy. This is not a legacy that I got to play with my son, whatever you want to call it, and it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen.
Also, Kev, to respond to your point, which I think is fair, and I think that's part of like what got Tim Tebow out of there really quick because his backup quarterback is like, why have him on the roster if he's distracting? But if the player's not gonna take away from what's going on generally, and this is a professional organization, if you feel like you can handle that, I think we underrate like just putting people in the seats, having somebody that's like having that connection to LeBron. That's valuable for these teams, like just as from a business standpoint. I mean, I don't know how long he's in the NBA, but I think
I also think that Bronny's personality
bro.
They're
gonna go bigger, bro. They're gonna make a fucking documentary about this shit, dog. Yeah, father and son shit. They're gonna spin this shit so far, so crazy that he's getting Bronny on this squad, bro.
So do you put no stock in the draft? I mean, the combine. Like when
NFL or NBA?
NBA. When we look at, he had the second highest vert. I think the third best 3-point shooting performance. Yeah, 13 points, like 4 assists.
We've seen dudes like that,
scrimmage.
Bro. We've seen dudes like that have off the chart measurables, and they don't even get their. They don't get no burn.
But I'm responding to you saying that he's not athletic enough. He has the second highest vertical in this combine.
Just because you jump doesn't mean that you're athletic. That's just one skill.
He's explosive too.
That's just one skill.
Like the guys, like to me, I feel like he's good at getting to the rim. He is a good shooter. and he plays smart defense, and he plays smart.
Bro, he's not booming
basketball.
on anybody in the league.
Again,
bro.
I'm not thinking that he's going
not,
again
with that 42-inch vert. He's not coming down the lane booming on anybody.
Again,
they will send his shit.
Again, I don't think that when you put him on your roster, you're putting someone that's worse than a Gabe Vincent a few years ago, who again is you're talking about a developmental piece. You're not talking about a starter. So when you look at someone who's going to development, he's going to give you everything he has. I think
you know what this shit is, bro. This is like J. Cole going to China and taking somebody's fucking spot. This is what this shit is, bro.
That's actually hilarious.
This is what the shit is, bro.
Pretty sure it was Africa though.
Where the fuck he went, bro?
I mean, yeah. And plus,
like, what the fuck?
And plus, Bronnys fresh out of college though. Like, it does make a little bit sense. But I mean, I hear you. It's based off of the name.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and not based off of the merit. I can see that. Mikhail here. He
but
said
that's no with that. There's a lot of people who have jobs because who their daddy is.
That's true, but I mean, but that's nepotism.
That's the way. And then that's the way how the world works, bro.
Steve Belichick.
Yeah, people don't like it.
Steve Belichick's a defense
the way how the world works.
You gotta like it, bro.
It's not what you know; it's who you know, bro.
But we're not having a conversation about like how something has to be. I think when you're having these kind of like theoretical conversations, it is okay to say like, "Is that right?" Like that's we're not going to obviously take the opportunity away from them.
I mean,
but this conversation is about like.
But I'm saying there's a lot more conversations that can be had like that.
Oh, of course,
you know what I mean. That's all I'm saying.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah,
Braun better off retiring and coming back when Bryce is ready.
Facts.
Yeah, Bryce is
hilarious.
gonna. Yeah, Bryce is. You can see Bryce, dog. He's shown that.
Bronny,
and he don't got the name LeBron James Jr.
There's
so it's just
there's a lot
less.
of people who play like Bryce. There's not a lot of people who play like Bronny. I think when you look at point guard play, bro, Bryce is a tall shooter.
But here's the thing, though, bro.
Hear me out.
I saw you charge that too.
How many good point guards do we have playing just point guard?
Nah, fuck it. Let's be real.
Playing point guard.
How many USC games did you watch this year?
I watched probably
let's be real.
4.
Nah, nigga, you ain't watching.
I watched more Juju Watkins.
That's not true.
Come on,
I watched USC women's.
That's not true.
Nasty.
That's not true.
Juju be better than me right now.
Point guard, shoot the three.
Because there are some nights where Survivor got off and shit, and when we're done with the recording, it's 11:30, and USC was in the second, like in the early second half.
I'm taking Juju Watkins over Bronny right now, bro.
Yes, I did.
Bronny 4.8 points, 26 at the three. I'm
not saying
he
that's
averaged
good.
2 assists, but he still averaged 1 turnover.
I'm not saying that's good.
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying that's good.
2-1.
I think they improved.
He could play.
There's improvement.
He could be Tyus Jones.
Stop playing. Let's be real.
Come on, man. Take a Brownie, dog.
He could be like Derrick Rose after the knee injuries.
Listen, which is a player. I'm not again. I never said he's gonna be this.
What did Draymond say to Ernie the other night, bro? When they were on TNT, what did Draymond about Cat shooting fucking like 2,000 shots? What he said? Cap. This nigga ain't watched no USC game. What number was he?
He was 6. 6.
Nailed it. All right, so
you gonna get 6 and 23.
No, I was gonna say 0 at first. I swear to God, I was gonna say 0.
You watch the highlights, bro. Ain't
No, I swear to God, no, that's
bro.
not true, bro.
Every single game.
I'm watching Juju.
I never said that. I didn't even say a quarter of the
when
game.
When it comes to USC.
They were always getting spanked. I'm waiting for him to come in because I'm like, we got to give him minutes. And they never did.
Yo, if I'm correct, he's not even the nicest dude on the team, right?
No, that's what he wasn't the nicest dude.
There's another dude.
Where did I say he was the nicest guy? That he was the nicest. Where did I say he was going to be a starter?
He's not an NBA player, bro.
I said he's a developmental player. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. I think that there's in every team sport.
I ain't even trying to shit on you, but if his name was Paul Balcom, bro, he wouldn't make the league.
That's fine.
That's what I'm just saying. It's just his name.
But I think in every team sport that there's a part on the roster for the guys who are going to go out there and just get it. And I think that's who he is. He's a developmental piece.
Yeah.
What are you development
Let's
into,
get to
bro?
the comment. We're gonna get to these comments real quick because we got several. Bronny, we'll get you the mic. But Bronny couldn't even average 20 in high school though. Like, how great of a scorer can he be? Seems like a nice kid though. Good luck to him.
Not the Stephen A. Great guy, but
no difference with Jordan's son. And then Mikhail, that was Roy T that said that, by the way. And then Mikhail responds, says, "Nah, Jordan's son was ass in all caps."
Super trash.
And then,
I remember I put up to UCF one time though, and his black Benz was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and Roy said he was the best player at UCF for at least a year.
No, he was not.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know if that's true.
Tell you, let's pull up the record for that year.
Well, for the love of God, we're not gonna have a debate about Marcus Jordan right now. Fuck no.
Ball went there too, right?
Or some tall dude.
To be real,
who went to UCF? Taco? Somebody went to UCF.
To be real, again, his game, even in high school, bro, he was playing on the stacked high school team with nothing but fucking studs, and you can see he's passive. His
You're talking about Bronny.
Yeah, Bronny. Even in the combine scrimmage, what they said about him was he's too passive. He gives up some open looks to get his teammates involved.
Yeah, because he know Paint.
He got to understand he's not 6'8".
But again, right. So it's like. So yeah, he has to develop, but he has a skill set. But when he was in the high school, in the high school McDonald's All-American game, he showed how talented he was.
Bro,
he was
one
of the best players in that game. At the combine, he's one of the best players at the combine.
If Bronny, that's not true.
I get what you're doing, but come on.
Bronny can develop a come off the screen shooting ability as a guard. He can carve out a niche for himself. But the thing is like, it's going to take him a few years.
Yes,
it's not even that. I honestly don't think he gets drafted in the first or second round. I think someone just picks him up and just pays him.
If he was 6'4", he'd be 6'1", bro. You know how good you got to be to be 6'1" to be in the NBA, bro.
Shoes on. That's come on. They're all shorter than their listed height. We know
that's how good you got to be. We know that.
Okay, we know that. You got to be 6'2" to be in the NBA, bro.
It's trash. It's trash. It's trash as fucking Giannis's fucking younger brother is, dog. Giannis's younger brother is better than Bronny, bro.
Golly. We'll see.
That.
Yeah, let's
tell me, bro.
We'll see it all play out. We'll see it all play out.
I'll never co-sign that.
So he's 19.
Do I need to show you his low light tape?
So wait till you see Bronny, bro. Bronny ain't gonna get no burn, bro. No burn.
I want y'all.
It's the word I'd never, bro.
I want y'all to be able to see most of this game tonight. So let's go ahead. This will be the last topic for the night. It's actually going to be surrounded around the game itself, Minnesota and the Mavs. I want to hear your guys' picks, and then I also want to have a bigger conversation about that conversation that we were having last week. I want to bring you guys into it about the face of the NBA. And we were talking about Anthony Edwards and Luka, and there was a few other people that we were talking, but I don't remember where you guys were at, but I remember saying I feel like whoever won this basically kind of like determines that, especially based off of both the guys in this, their personality. I think it's easy for them to overtake Joker, which based off of like merit, he's probably the face of the NBA, and we've been struggling with that for the last several years.
But the thing is, Joker doesn't want to be the face.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I thought that he already has kind of taken himself out of the conversation. Anthony Edwards, when he beat him, now him and Luka going up. I think it's kind of how their games are.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah,
I think if the NBA is smart, which obviously niggas is smart. Yeah, the best way is to market all of them, bro. Don't even focus on one of them. You got all these top players who are gonna every year gonna fight. Even if Luka wins it this year,
it's wide open.
If Tatum wins it next year, I'm not surprised. If Edwards wins it next year, like you can market all these
Brunson.
guys.
Disagree with that. I disagree with that.
But
I disagree with because I want to touch on this because I agree with your general point. Of course, you should market all of them to a certain degree, but what has propelled the NBA every single time were one or two players that captured whatever of an era, like whether it be Magic and Bird, Jordan, Bron, Steph. So it's like I think you need those kind of like figures, and the NBA is uniquely positioned to do that because their uniforms. Like with NFL has famously like a hard time pushing some of their players as individuals because a lot of times you see them, you don't see their face.
It's different because we've seen Bron go to the championship how many times in a row? We've seen Steph win back. It's been a new team winning the championship for. This year will be the 6th year in a row a new team has won it.
Yeah, but I think naturally we want to see that whatever, like a rival for Joker or a new rivalry come about that pushes the NBA to whatever next level of viewership that we're going to see. I mean, even let's use, and this isn't apples to apples, but like let's use the WNBA, the conversation that we had recently. What took that to a whole nother stratosphere was literally that you had two personalities that captured everybody's attention outside of basketball.
And
it was deeper than basketball.
Clark and Reese,
yes, right? Exactly. It was deeper than basketball. Basketball was kind of like a secondary part of it. It was a storytelling in reality. And that's in sports. That's what you're selling a lot of times is the story. Yeah, and as we come on and talk about that narratives and all that. And go ahead, but I want to get to the comments because we do have quite a few.
To that, it's interesting because I heard that we'll go over some numbers. Yep. Where it was the percentage of like increase between the WNBA over year.
Oh yeah,
and it was like their draft has gone up every year, and season like game to game viewership has gone up. But Caitlin Clark, which we give it Caitlin Clark, but we'll say Clark and Reese, right?
Sure.
This new class, the draft was 400% increase. Game over game, it's at 120% increase of viewership.
Yeah,
like we're talking about like such an increase. And it's like it does take. those 2-3 faces, and that's not
without Reese. I don't think without the moment with the fucking you can't see me shit. I don't think I think you do see a year-over-year improvement with the NBA with people watching just like Caitlin Clark and whoever else. But it's like I think that moment is what ended up having everybody tuned in to the
but it's like this in sports. People like the story.
They do like the story.
That's what they want. They want the drama. Who wants to watch a boring ass game? You want to see somebody out there showing out like, yo, I'm gonna bust your ass, just like what Kyrie did to Anthony Edwards. He called him out, and Kyrie just went nuclear on him. Right. That's what you want to see, like that battle.
And what I was gonna say is these women, as much as I hate to see that they're like kind of being petty with like the hard fouls and shit, it also is helping grow this because people are seeing and saying, hey, they're playing like we debated before. The women's game has just improved year over year for skill set. Like they have just gotten better at basketball. And for a time period where people want to say the NBA is getting softer, you see the WNBA getting tougher. That's going to bring more and more viewership.
That's an interesting point. That's definitely a conversation to get deeper into another day, even because that is an interesting point.
Man, they used to have fucking the WNBA on fucking Comedy Central back in the day, bro.
That's crazy.
That's
so wild.
Shit was a fucking
Mikhail said D Rose is 6'3", though. So I'll talk about the Bronny conversation.
Which shoes on?
Best intramural league player. Damn,
okay. Get off my dog.
Rec League All-Star.
What's the skill set? No one is waiting for Bronny to run off a screen. God, he's burying him.
Crazy.
Seth Curry, one of the best 3-point percentages in his career. I don't know if you met Steph or Seth, but
I think Seth is sure one up there with the percentage.
They need a white and black storyline. I mean, in a way, that's just kind of like an easy one.
I feel like that's society an easy one. Does that,
but
itself.
I think that there's other examples of that where you have like, for example,
Magic
like
and Bird.
Well, and I can think of like the NFL also does that. Something that comes to mind right off the bat is like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. That was the narrative every year for our childhoods. Sounds I'm almost done. Sounds horrible, but that's the storyline fans seem to gravitate to. I think that definitely that is one of the storylines that grabs people's attention. And then we got good boys versus bad boys.
Because we see Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. There's definitely a white and black dynamic to it.
No, sure. Then also the Larry Bird.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Caitlin Clark is 100 times better than Angel Reese. It's not even.
Hold on, I just have one more comment. I got it. Go ahead.
What I was gonna say is Sabrina Lascombe, however you say her last name, I forget.
Ionescu?
Yeah, Ionescu. She was going to do that 3-point competition versus Steph, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, it's not just them two. Like I feel like there have been other people that are like looking at, hey, they're big. Kelsey Plum is a big name, especially in like the sports
Brittany
world.
Brittany
Griner. That's what I'm saying. Like these are Bird. Bird. Like
before the surgery,
Sue Bird. That's her name. Like, but like so, I do think like the game has been growing, but
they try to get canceled.
Hey man, that's what it is. Cancel me from my my garage. There's no clear American superstar, so that's the biggest problem right now. I agree with that, but I think the Anthony Edwards thing has really.
Are we talking about American though or NBA? Because we don't. It don't got to be exclusive. Like, you know what I mean? No,
we are fucking Patriots.
No, they're gonna catapult Anthony Edwards just off his charisma, bro. That's what they want. They want somebody who's likable.
You have to win.
He's in the media.
If he doesn't win over the next few years, it's going to fade. They always fade you out. They will phase you out. It's just
I think it's either Anthony Edwards.
We say that, but they ain't. Maybe they have phased Jason Tatum out.
It's a 2-dog race.
How? Well, two Deuces.
Maybe they have, bro.
Two Deuces point a few weeks ago. Tatum isn't that marketable. But he's that dominant player that they're going to try to push.
Okay, I'm not wishing.
I just want
what about his personality is that marketable?
I want to throw out there because I feel like. You guys will tell me why we're not including him into the conversation, but Luka's on the verge of knocking Anthony Edwards out of the playoffs right now, having the same kind of like loud, big personality. Why is it that we're not considering him as a potential face for the NBA? Because I don't see him as a joker. I see him as somebody who is marketable, who does have charisma. His press conferences, we see his press conferences with Kyrie afterwards. They end up making ESPN or whatever. His gameplay, I think Kev made a really good point when we were talking about Tyrese Halliburton and maybe why he couldn't be.
I think the league would love to see Luka, but I think the league would also love to see Luka not cry so much, bro. I think that has a lot to do with it.
I mean, but LeBron cried, a lot.
Not like that, bro. This shit is ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? It's hard to watch
because you got to think the bag's bigger if you have a European player. Like, all right, Luka's going to be big in the U.S. because we're going to watch all his games anyway, but he's also going to be big over in Europe. So they're pushing you with Luka. You can see there's a narrative. They're usually not ever saying
you don't really need a narrative. His game speaks for itself.
Well, no, because usually when a player's dead ass tired, fucking keeling over in the fourth quarter of a game, they're coming out and they're shitting on him, saying like, "Oh, look at the motherfucker."
Only if you lose. When you win, it's different though.
I mean, I feel you, but I mean, he almost lost though. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter. Your favorite thing is winners and losers.
Well, I'm just saying I've seen him shit on winners, but I'm just for the same thing. Is what I'm saying.
I'm saying if Luka lost, right, and they see him on here like this. Tired, they gonna kill him,
right?
But when you win, it's a little more leeway. You know what I mean? It's a little more leeway.
Every game, no, my G. Every game,
he's going hard, bro. He's and they're winning.
And he's hitting some
I remember
big
when Anthony Edwards won. They still shit on Anthony Edwards for being tired.
Kobe shots, big shots.
No, he only cried about being tired after they lost.
No, they're saying I'm talking about his disposition, holding his fucking jersey, keeling over in the Nuggets series
because they were down 3-2,
and he was winning games. They still shit on him. Though, is what I'm saying.
Nah, bro, I don't remember that. I remember them when they was down 3-2. They're like, "Yo, this guy, they talking about the wrong things." And then when they won,
I mean, brother, he won 2 games. That's what I'm saying. He's not like he got swept. He won 2 games. They still shit on him though for being tired.
But they won the first 2.
With Luka, you heard nothing about it. They're giving him LeBron treatment. You're not gonna hear nothing about anything negative.
Bro, you gotta add that. You gotta add the fact that he's winning. If they was down, down 0-3, I'm telling you right now, if they was down 0-3 and he was doing that, they'd be killing them.
That machine's behind him, brother. I'm
winning matters.
That machine's behind him. Even if he loses this year and Tatum wins, watch. They're gonna push him above.
But I think his game speaks for itself. To be real.
Before we get the pick, I want to ask, who do you think is so? If the league could just choose whoever they wanted to put forth as the poster child, do you think it'd be Luka or Anthony Edwards?
Okay, so I'm gonna go bigotry here, which I'm anti-bigotry, but here we go.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. I think that we want an American-born star face.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is what it is. Okay, America. But
Giannis is officially out the picture.
I think that they wanted Tatum. I think that they wanted Tatum and wanted to because he does depict what you want to put forward. He's not the most cocky. He's kind of he doesn't get in trouble. Tatum. Like in the media, like he walks the line. He looks the part, right?
Brings his sons every
right,
game.
Exactly. Right. So he's kind of that Steph, right? But I think Anthony Edwards is the whole personality that I think is the most marketable. I think that Anthony Edwards really should at 22. Mm-hmm. He is really showing he's going to be kind of the face of the NBA. I think he'll have a title in the next couple of years.
Jay, what about you?
What the face of the league is?
Well, I mean, I'm curious.
It's on my shirt.
A double question. I got a double question.
Tyler Hero.
If
orange and blue skies, baby, orange and blue.
If the league could dictate who do you think they would prefer to be the league, and then who do you think is just
I mean it's tough. I can see the international thing getting people overseas more involved, but I just think it comes down to strictly basketball. Because if Giannis was still hooping, Giannis would be in the conversation. It all depends on who's winning right now. Yeah. So it's going to go after this year, if Luka makes it and Anthony Edwards doesn't make it again next year, then it's obviously you're going to supplant Luka ahead because it's all about winning and it's all about the fashion too. Because that's what was so great. That was so great about Ant. He was doing shit in big moments, going off. It's all about what you can do in a big moment when everybody's watching.
So all right, when you look at jersey sales and ticket sales and franchise value and box office tickets and stuff like that, do you think that Anthony Edwards and Luka are outselling LeBron and Steph right now?
They're not.
Not a chance.
So that's the thing. It's I think Jason that's when we talk about the face. You still have those two playing.
The only problem is, all right, KD got kicked out first round. Bron got kicked out first round. Steph ain't even make it. So these guys are still marketable. They're still great players, but for us to really be able to push that, you got to be in it. You got to be where because a lot of people don't watch regular season.
Well, see, what I'm saying though. But a lot of people, so as people who watch basketball, we may be looking at a perspective as people who watch basketball all the time and or savants in it, right? But for the average viewer, I'm just wondering, is an Anthony Edwards or a Luka Doncic a big enough name for you to tune in or come to watch a game?
I think so.
If you're in Dallas for the night, right, and there's there's 500 tickets for a basketball game, it's Luka, or is it $500 tickets for a basketball game? It's Steph or LeBron. People are probably gonna
Yeah, they're still gonna pick Steph and LeBron. They're still gonna pick
Kyrie there. But
I will say Luka's closer in that gap.
I know what you mean, though.
Than we're trying to say.
I don't know if those guys are there yet to where they can even.
Bro, did you not see the dunk Anthony Edwards had, bro?
Oh my God, yeah.
Like that's must see. So shit like that when Luka's hitting those shots, like it's down, it's crunch time. You're watching the game and Luka's fucking step back and he got Gobert doing fucking suicide,
bro.
Left, right.
I think
back.
to answer your question though, who the league would like to see is actually the dude on your shirt, bro, because that's the biggest market. Or anybody who went to, if there was a star in New York, bro, and they could really, and they could do it with JB, but he got to win.
He's not top 10 in jersey sales. I'll have to see.
Gonna be soon.
Who's number 3, James?
Number 3 is Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum's number 3 in jersey sales.
I think that's important.
As far as what the league would love, though, I think they would love to see somebody in New York. Jason Tatum, the biggest
Steph,
market.
LeBron.
I mean, he's getting marketed right now. He's on commercials right now. He's gonna get with it, bro.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great point, but I think that they can work with it regardless, especially when the play speaks for itself. You have. I mean, Larry Bird, I guess, would be one example. Boston, that's still a big market. Jason Tatum, I don't know if you heard me. He's the third. He's third in jersey sales. Yeah, which is interesting because he's
crazy because I ain't never seen nobody with a Jason Tatum jersey.
And he's step out of game. And he's been on the same team,
though, bro.
Right. He's been on the same team for a minute.
Right. So it's not new.
So it's like Victor is number 4. So I mean, new player.
I mean, I hear you, but nigga, I'm down south, bro. I see Steph Curry jerseys all the time.
That's
white
true.
Kids, bro.
Yeah, but also
Steph Curry revolutionized the game.
Yeah, I think that's the difference. That's kind of like what we're talking about here, where it's like Steph and LeBron. They've not only crossed over to like big basketball, but they're like just pop culture figures. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're brands. They're giant brands.
It's like some shit. If Steph Curry got traded, you're gonna still be respected rocking a Warriors jersey, even if he's on a different team.
Oh yeah,
it wouldn't be like, yo, niggas is still rocking like fuck
bro. That jersey price would go up.
I actually saw somebody in the Dame Lillard Trailblazers jersey today. Funny you say that.
Oh, I got one of those.
Probably got that shit for the low.
I got one of them, bro.
I think you can still rock that personally. I think that's fine.
I'm gonna wait till you retire.
I'm glad you said that. I got a question for you.
Wait till you retire a little bit. Niggas ain't gonna look at me crazy. Niggas ain't gonna look at me crazy. You feel? Wait till you retire.
You said that. I just brought up something.
Look at you two, bro.
Yeah, they were like, oh, this.
I feel like that's a cardinal sin, bro. Me personally.
What?
Die-hard Rockets fan, I could never rock another jersey. Never. Of another team. I'm sorry.
No, not me, bro.
You could be a fan.
I'm a fan. I'm always a fan.
I feel you.
But even
you wouldn't wear a Jordan jersey?
But dog, even with me.
Or throwback if somebody's there. But I'm talking about like if somebody's a current active player on another team. Nah, you're not getting my.
Paul, you wouldn't wear another team's jersey.
You're not getting.
Can't do it.
You're not getting me, bro.
I love you. I love you, bro. I ain't doing it.
I'll do it with no shame too.
I like to get fly.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question. Would you rock a Brady jersey?
Nah, I don't fuck with Brady like that.
No,
but fuck around like, hey, I'll tell you like this: TJ Luther is on the roster for the Patriots.
That don't count.
I'm captain TJ Luther.
That's different.
Port High School.
What about Christian Gonzalez? Y'all said you liked him earlier.
I don't like him like that.
Curtis Martin.
It'd be more of like a Lamar Jackson.
I'm
not saying not rivals.
Tell me what jersey I'm gonna buy.
Come on now. And I think his moral stance.
It's my money, bro. I'm gonna pick.
His stance, I think, is fair too. I think the stance that he's making. You're asking a fair question, but I think like when you're talking about wearing a rival's jersey, that's different. You know what I mean?
I'm not going that far. Yeah,
that's how far I was going.
I'm not gonna see you rock a Joel Embiid jersey. Then I'm like, yo, my nigga.
Nah, that's crazy.
I was just thinking.
By the way, Tyrese Maxey has sold more jerseys than Jalen Brunson. Just want to say
that is wild.
But it's gonna take some time.
The greats to a rival team.
It's gonna take some time. He's gonna surpass that.
Well, he's already 15th.
He's gonna surpass
Tyrese Maxey is 10th.
He's gonna surpass that.
Higher than I thought.
It's tough because
it's his first playoff run. Brunson's not going to be in the top 5, but after this year, he'll be in there. Definitely. I'm interested to see how it plays out after this year, where Luka is. I mean, the fact that Wembanyama is up there already. I mean,
France, the whole nation of France.
But push behind Luka and Wembanyama is crazy.
Is it the push or did that?
Well, because you look at Giannis, they stopped putting that media push behind Giannis like that. They've left him out there in Milwaukee to die.
Bro,
but you always hear about Dallas. You always hear about fucking San Antonio all of a sudden.
No, but San Antonio's been big, dog.
And he's a rookie. I think you can't take out of the conversation. Everybody that wants to get a Victor jersey got it this year, and then
also they've been waiting to get
having LeBron jerseys. That's why that's crazy that LeBron and Steph is stuff there.
Bro, but you could
collectors.
But you can tell who's going to be somebody who's going to be great.
So this year,
so that's why you would say, "Yo, I'm gonna get a fucking women jersey," because you know
Luka,
you're going to
I'll be honest.
By the way,
I'll never buy Derrick Henry jersey.
Luka is
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, it's my favorite player.
And do you think if Luka's number wasn't 77, it would be higher?
That's an interesting conversation.
That's a fair. Yo, because nobody wants to rock 77.
Like, what the hell?
This ain't hockey.
I'm just curious.
I ain't gonna lie. Those away jerseys are fucking tough.
I mean, but I don't think it would be.
Them black and blue shits.
It's European. You feel what I'm saying? It's definitely European.
Two sevens looks tough, but
real quick, last thing. Let's get the picks for tonight, and then we'll save the conversation about the finals for I'll probably do it.
Yeah, it starts at 6, so that's next Thursday.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
okay, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get everybody's picks real quick for tonight's game. So it is the Timberwolves playing the Mavs. Game 4. Sure. Well, let me pull it up so I can show.
I'll go my pick right now. Tonight I got Minnesota. And then I also got them winning game 5, and then I got them losing in game 6.
Oh, so the Timberwolves are up 20-10. So go ahead, Jay. Do you want to give your pick real quick?
Yeah, I think I didn't see a sweep happen. I picked Minnesota to win this series, so I definitely didn't see a sweep.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna get it tonight, make it a little bit more competitive.
No, I expected it to be a little more competitive as well.
But also, if they do get it done tonight, we got killer mentality, knowing that Boston got it done. We want the same amount of rest. If Kyrie and Luka really like that, they say, "Hey, we're gonna get this thing done tonight."
But that's another thing, though. You know that Luka is not really fully healthy, so that's another thing. Like
that's my biggest point, though. So
no,
we're gonna
correct.
get this 10 days,
but
and really be good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
that's a good point. But they even might take the pedal off the gas tonight, knowing that they have such an advantage in the series.
You don't want to do that, though. You don't want to do that, though.
I agree, but look, it's a 3-0 series. And nobody's ever came back from that. But I mean, I hear what you're saying. You don't want to count your eggs before they hatch,
especially when it's an evenly matched skill, like skill.
Oh,
and you have someone like Anthony Edwards, because honestly, this series should have won seven games. But I think Mavs close out tonight.
Yeah, I think that I can see the Wolves winning this. I think the competitive nature of that team and what Anthony Edwards brings to that team, I can't imagine them folding and get swept. Yeah, go ahead.
To push on that, that's where I think that they fall. Is I think that they're going to overplay. I think that they're going to try too much and press too much tonight, and I think that it might bite them in the ass. So,
do you guys believe in competitive series that are sweeps?
Yes.
You said what? Competitive what?
Of course, coming from fucking James.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about y'all.
As a Heat fan, I do.
But do you believe in competitive series that are sweeps? Like, if a series is 4-0, can you say this was a competitive series?
No.
I'm with you.
No.
Every game is its own story, though. Every game is its own story. So if it's a 1 point, you're talking about 4 points. Oh, you lost by 4 points total. You got sucked.
They brought the fucking the Penske truck on their ass.
But the thing is, and it's not even like a shitty thing. Because like if your team's hurt, then your team's hurt. But I just don't think you could say that, because like you came into the game, people expected you to lose, and then you lost. So I just don't think that's competitive in a sense. But yeah, I'm going with the Mavs. I think they close it out.
That's fair.
Kyrie's got 2 points. Luka's got about 8. It's the first quarter. Yeah.
Kyrie is 14-0 in closeout games.
I might bet on $100 on them getting 40.
That is a stat.
That
might get 40.
That was like got the research team from fucking Undisputed working for you. Not Undisputed anymore. First thing.
I just want to close with Chris Greer pay Tua. Okay, because to lead the league behind the 31st ranked passing offensive line. That's a
Gates said Wolves. Hop in the comments. Let me know who y'all thought. Who wins the NBA Finals? Let's just get it in the comments, and so go let us know if you watch this far of this pod. Let us know. I'm really curious what y'all think leading in, because I assume y'all know what happened. I don't know. I think the Wolves do win this though, but I can see the Mavs go ahead and packing it up. We'll see. In the competitive sweep thing, that is an interesting conversation. I think that's something we could get into, but another day. But
that's a touchy subject for that man right now, bro.
Brother, I'm good to get into it. I'm good to get into that. It's just that I want to make sure we're able to see the Wolves game so we can come back and talk about it whenever we come back and talk about it.
Sure.
But yeah, we definitely saw a competitive sweep just happen, brother, with the Pacers. They played their heart out. They had that game. They beat themselves. You already know. They were playing longer than the Knicks because they sent them home. Sorry, bastards. Game 7 in their house. History repeats itself. They actually say that. They say every 20 years, history repeats itself. This is an interesting thing, just so you know.
Enough because it's more than 20 years, but 2002, the Mavericks swept the Wolves 3-0.
Oh wow. There goes.
I'm with the stats today.
You're with the crazy stats
I'm with
today.
The stats today.
So
and they're not like Denzel stats; they're real stats.
It was research.
So you think Chris Paul had a better career than Allen Iverson?
No.
Wow.
No.
What was that?
Jeff Teague just said that on the podcast.
Yeah, Jeff Teague's wild.
Chris Paul did have a great career.
Fuck with Jeff Teague. Indianapolis representative.
That was horrible. I was about to say,
Keep podding, one of the best basketball pods out there. Hilarious.
It's an argument.
Deuce Andretti.
Tell y'all,
Go find Deuce Andretti. Flip the E and the U. Go find him on Twitter. Hilarious commentary, just like today. Keeps the conversation rolling. Very provocative opinions there. We got Paul, Malcolm B. Paul. Go find him on Twitter as well.
Pay Tua. Now who's a better player?
You'll see him begging Tua to get paid millions. Pay Tua! So we're out here working our ass off for fucking crumbs.
I'm buying Perriellas just for him.
Kev, thank you for coming through, man. You're the man.
Paul Pierce said that him and Ray Allen are better than Luka and
the clutch shit. Yeah, he was like, we might have something to say about that.
He also said he a better shooter than Klay Thompson.
He also says he's better than LeBron.
He also said better player than D Wade.
So don't get it twisted.
Best Instagram lives.
So don't get it twisted.
Best Instagram lives in the NBA.
Hey, don't get it twisted. Paul Pierce can fucking hoop, bro.
He was good.
He can hoop. But
Better than Wade is wild.
No, fucking better backcourt than Kyrie and Luka. Nah, bro.
You're not even backcourt. You're at 3, my nigga.
We gotta make it happen again. We'll do another day. We'll get together on the side, try to figure out another day, or Tuesdays always. Come check us out Tuesdays from 6 to 7 is when we go live in that window, and then we rock just like this. So thank y'all for tuning in. Mikhail, you're the man. Thank you for keeping that conversation going. It's very dope. Roy T, you're also the man.
We gotta get y'all, boy. I know Mikhail, you already been out here, but Roy T, man.
Come play football.
Roy T, we're gonna get you on this podcast.
Yeah,
bro,
Trav as well. Trav hopped in here. Thank you for getting involved in the conversation. Jada Spades, Chloe, all y'all, everybody on Twitter. It was live over on Twitter. I didn't get to see the comments over there, but I did see the viewership. Y'all were going crazy. So thank you. Make sure you subscribe, support the channel, share this with somebody like sports content. We get it all kinds of other things, hip hop, current events, everything here. So we got what you need. And with that, we're out.
This motherfucker takes naps. I don't trust people that take naps, dude. I just found that out. He doesn't take naps, dude. He grown ass man. No.
I took a nap today.
Yeah, it's like, dude, like the whole world's moving while you're napping, bro. It's fucking terrible. I can't fuck with a nap. I can't fuck with that. I respect it. Yeah, man. And like,
I don't take naps, man.
Just for you, brother.
I don't take naps. Fuck, that's for the fucking birds, man. I just ain't doing that shit.